Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moo Woo Shot himself.
Of Harlem.
You already know this is Pawn Drunk Boxer, aka Mr. Moo Shot himself, aka El Adobo, aka El Sazón, aka El Borracho. Ya tú sabes, el domingo, el pastor de boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on this side of heaven. God bless you all. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been saying for the whole year that, you know what? Boxing has got great momentum, a wonderful fourth quarter, and now we're just the beginning of December, and we already had great fights. Damn, I got this. This vegetable stuck in my between my tooth. We just had Katie Taylor. Beating Sharapova. What's her name? Sharapova. Now we're gonna be waiting on Amanda Serrano next weekend on the Jake Paul show, and then we have one of the biggest fights in 2022. Hopefully, come through fruition. Hopefully, that Amanda Serrano be her opponent, and we get to see one of the biggest fights of Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. Amanda Serrano, Amanda Serrano, the pound for pound knockout queen of the sport of boxing. Katie Taylor, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. Amanda Serrano going to be fighting on 135. Get that weight up so she could be more comfortable into going into the Katie Taylor fight. Hopefully she wins the next bout. And yesterday we also had Vasily Lomachenko versus Richard Coleman. A great performance by Vasily Lomachenko. 12 rounds of beautiful boxing, did everything in the book, showed you all the arsenals in the book. Vasily Lomachenko looked at as crisp, looked at as polished, and is ready to get his, I think he paid his due diligence, and after taking that loss to Teofimo Lopez and working his way back up in the ranks, and now he's in position at the WBC rated number 1 and the WBO rated number 1, and he's going to be probably the man that's going to get the shot at George Kambosos, who defeated Teofimo Lopez weeks ago. The lightweight division is the new heavyweight division, in my opinion. Just in my opinion, in my humble opinion. Shout out to the people out there, man. Good looking out. Smash the like button. Joey in the building, Eric in the building, Victor, what's good, my brother? Hope all is well, Punch, man. Everything is getting better in God's time. Evil Green, Joe, R, I'm doing good. Raul, what's good? Ralph, Jason, what's good? Lopez in the building. Gil Lopez, Punch, rest in peace. Vicente Fernandos, por tu martito. Damn, I can't do the voice, but por tu martito, amor, tengo terminando tantas penas. Man, the legendary Vicente Fernandez, the legendary, one of the best artists ever. One of the best artists ever of all of music. Rest in peace. I believe he died at the age of 81. Good friends with Canelo Alvarez. An icon, ladies and gentlemen, an icon, man. Just sit down and listen to Fernandez drinking tequila and drinking ron. You know what I'm saying? From Mexico, from Spain, all over the world, from the Caribbeans, Vicente was the dude, man. Was that guy. Shout out Lopez, man. Yes, man, I'm saying it right now, man. The lightweight division is the new heavyweight division. Because in the heavyweight division, we count on how many heavyweights do we really count on? I mean, there is. I love Joy Joyce. I like Philip Hergovich. I like Jerry Anderson. I like the come ups. But are they this bona fide star? Are we grasping for them the way that we grasp for the lightweight division? The way that we look at George Kambosos now, who's going his the country's going to be backing him. Gervonta Davis. Ryan Garcia. Like Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, Michel La Sarasa Rivera. Teofimo Lopez just left the lightweight division, so we can't even talk about Teofimo Lopez in the lightweight division. I don't think he's ever gonna, you know what I'm saying? He's never gonna fight in the lightweight division. So we talking about these dudes, man. These lightweight division, these lightweights. Not forget, hey, Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis gonna be moving up quick up the rankings. I'm gonna tell you like that. Keyshawn Davis going to be moving up the rankings quick. Give me 1 second. This shit is serious. Dímelo, Don. Keyshawn gonna be a problem. He's gonna be a hell of a problem. Shout out to Keyshawn Davis, always showing love to Punch Run Boxing. Been to the show several times, man. Been to the channel several times before he turned pro. Always showing love. We also got to keep in touch with the amateurs in America as well, man. I think in this community, we get in the habit of just talking about the same people time and time again. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we gotta show love to the amateurs that's coming up, to the Olympians, to the great amateurs that's fighting in the Pan American game and in tournaments, and also give shout outs to the ladies out there, you know, because I feel like, man, this is the platform for boxing. Ain't nobody else gonna be talking about it. Why not us? Why not us, man? Te quiero mucho, mi hermano, también, mi hermano. Damn, I needed this. I needed some energy. Let me get some Red Bull. But now that George Kambosos is the emperor in lightweight division, ladies and gentlemen, George Kambosos Jr. is the emperor in the lightweight division. In the lightweight division, ladies and gentlemen, when the first time y'all heard the emperor? Hey, I'm gonna say it again. I got receipts. Who's the first person that said emperor? Let me see. Let me find my receipts. Oh man, I gotta charge my phone. Let me find some receipts. Hold on. Where's my receipts? Damn, where's my receipts? Where's that, man? No, it's not this one. Is it this one? Let me see. No. Where is that? Did I erase it? Did I erase my receipts? There you go. No. I don't know where it's at. Por tu maldito amor, tengo terminando tantas penas. Yes. But yo, I feel like, yo, man, I like I said yesterday, Kambosos need to fight Haney for true undisputed, but he's probably gonna duck. But Tank versus Loma will be a great fight. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it honest. These fighters fight. They're not looking to duck anybody. You know what I'm saying? Kambosos went out there to fight Teofimo. You know what I'm saying? He went out. Tio went to fight Loma. Devin Haney is moving up the ranks and fighting better competition. Tank Davis is the one that haven't fought. I mean, the top competition. To be honest, he's the only one that hasn't fought top competition in the lightweight division. Ryan Garcia has fought top level competition in Luke Campbell, but people still want to discredit him. And I got a video about Ryan Garcia after the live show. I'm gonna upload it. Look, I feel I'm gonna say like I said it yesterday during the live show during the Lomachenko and Comey. I said this. I said I want to see Devin Haney versus George Kambosos. I believe that's the fight. I believe they in position to make that fight. Devin Haney versus George Kambosos should be the fight. I believe it's Devin Haney he's in the position. He was in the position to get the Lomachenko fight. He's been in the position to get Teofimo Lopez fight. He's in the position to get Ryan Garcia fight. He's been in the position now to get George Kambosos. And I would like to see Devin Haney versus George Kambosos. But me understanding the politics of the sport of boxing and not just the politics in the surface. I'm talking about the behind the scenes, the type of politics that people don't want to pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though we talking about politics and like normal government politics, people stick to CNN. People want to watch Fox, but I like the independent media. I like to listen to the people that's been in government position, get their podcast and spill all the dirty laundry. I'm talking to those dudes and those gals that like to spit the dirty laundry. I go to the fight, I ask the right questions so I could get the right answers, right? And I've been saying that even before the Comey fight. Right after the Teofimo Lopez and Kambosos fight, I said that now Bob Arum, when people gonna be like, I can't wait to see what Bob Arum gonna say. No. Bob Arum is okay because he understands that the Golden Goose, the guy that he really love, is in position to get those belts from George Kambosos, or the opportunity to fight George Kambosos to get those belts. Bob Arum is okay. Bob Arum is all right. You know, Teofimo Lopez, you was going to 140 anyway, and you was going to drop the titles even if you beat George Kambosos. Remember? Even if he was going to beat George Kambosos, Teofimo Lopez was going to drop the belts anyway, right? And then all the belts was going to be all in Bunguity. But now, isn't with one man. And now he's with one man in Lou DiBella, in which Bob Arum does business with Lou DiBella as well. Let's not forget. Look at the last fight that we just had, Lomachenko versus Richard Comey. Who's Richard Comey with? Lou DiBella. Do they really needed to do that fight? No. So that means that Lou DiBella and Bob Arum love doing business with each other. It don't have to be a mega fight. They like doing business with each other. You understand what I'm trying to say? So now Lou DiBella got George Kambosos. George Kambosos right now was sitting. I can have all these options, and that's the beauty of having the belts. That's the beauty of being the emperor. That's the beauty of being the king of the lightweight division right now. That he has all these great potential money fights, because the guys that he could fight, everybody really want to know. I mean, everybody knows. Everybody knows Ryan Garcia. Everybody knows Gervonta Davis. Everybody knows Devin Haney. It's not like you a champion. I'm going to give you an example. Not everybody knew Callum Smith. Not everybody know Billy Joe. Not everybody knows Caleb Plant. Yeah, Canelo Alvarez is fighting these guys, but George Kambosos could fight these whoever is in that opponent, and that's money fight. Regardless, that's a good, huge fight, even if it was without the belts. And they fighting in Australia without the belts, and he's fighting Ryan Garcia. It's going to make huge money. Even if George Kambosos was fighting Gervonta Davis with one belt, it's a lot of money. It's a good fight for him. But I believe the politics. I believe that Bob Arum, the Bob father, the one that creates the loopholes in the sport of boxing, while everybody's trying to find loopholes, Bob Arum creates the loopholes. You play Bob Arum's going to get you regardless. You play him in January, he's going to get you in May. You get him in May, he's going to get you in December. You cannot play around with Bob Arum. Bob Arum is like the CEO of boxing. Bob Arum is 90 years old, and his faculties is better than almost everybody in the sport of boxing. So Bob Arum is going to petition the WBO, in which a lot of people always feel like the WBO is always with Bob Arum. Guess what? He's going to petition for Lomachenko to be. And he moved the pieces quicker than everybody else. He moved that piece all the way back in May or June. Now let me give you an example right quick. Hold on. Let me give you the receipts. Because I peeped this a long time ago while everybody was talking about other stuff. I peeped this a long time ago. And in lives, I was saying it before. Let's go to the WBO. Let's go to the WBO ranking right quick. Because I peeped this along with the Virgil Ortiz, the way the WBO did Virgil Ortiz, right? And I was looking at the WBO ranking. Give me 1 second. I got y'all right here. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. WBO. We're going to go to month. Let's go to main category. Lightweight. Lightweight year. Come on, in 2021. Let me see. In May 2021, George Kambosos was number 1. Vasily Lomachenko was in number 2. The fight with Teofimo Lopez was going to be in June. So in June, remember, I'm going to show you again. This is May 2021. George Kambosos was number 1. Vasily Lomachenko was number 2. Peep this. We're going to go to June. He's still number 1. Look, in June, he's still number 1. Still number 1. Let's go to July. In July, they moved Vasily Lomachenko to number 1. They moved Lomachenko to number 1. So let's count it. August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. In July, George Kambosos is going to have to face his mandatory. In July, George Kambosos is going to have to face his mandatory if they petition right now for him to be the mandatory. Now, if George Kambosos wants to have a quick fight, let's say in February, he could have a good voluntary fight. But by July, he will need to face his WBO mandatory, which is Vasily Lomachenko. People going to be like, well, damn, they just order it. Why got to be so quick? No, because he's been in mandatory precision. I'm not saying that he was a mandatory. I'm saying he's a mandatory precision. So he could be ordered as a mandatory, but he's been in that position for quite some time. If the IBF would have never ordered the mandatory for Kambosos to fight Teofimo Lopez, the WBO was going to order it because he was number 1 in the WBO. He was going to be either or. The IBF had first dibs. Now, I say, like I said yesterday, if Mayweather Promotion have the balls, have the statistical fortitude to put Gervonta Davis to go out there in Australia. We already know Flo Mayweather never wanted to fight outside of Vegas. So how is he going to put his golden goose to go out there in Australia and get robbed? Well, not get robbed because George Kambosos is the one with the title. So he's the only one that's going to get robbed. Let's not forget that. We're talking about robbery, right? But if George Kambosos is the only one that could get robbed, really, because he's the champion. Now, if Mayweather Promotions, PBC, Leonard Ellaby, in which now, like I said yesterday, we always say that they on the side of the WBA, just like Bob Arum is on the side of the WBO. Rap Star Boxing Knowledge in the building. What's good, my brother? Everybody subscribe to Rap Star Boxing Knowledge, my bro, from the other side. UK, London. Shout out to Conor Ben, Nigel Ben. Great celebration after the fight, after knocking out Chris Algieri. He knocked him down. The first time he flipped, he did a back. He knocked him so hard, Chris Algieri did a backflip almost outside the ring. That's how hard that Conor Ben hit Chris Algieri. He backflipped almost outside of the ring. And then that 1-2. Allah does. Deontay Wilder 1-2. One of the best punches. One of the number one boxing 101 when it comes to combination of punches. And he did his thing. And the phenom, one of the phenom in the welterweight division, just make the welterweight division more interesting and more interesting. Let's wait for the fight of Amir Khan versus Kell Brooks. He's going to want that. He wants to put these guys into retirement. And I believe that Conor Ben is going to just do just that. If he fights the winner of Amir Khan and Kell Brooks, he's going to shoot them right into retirement. Probably hit him with a back, hit him so hard, and they're going to do a triple backflip outside the ring. I mean, that's what Conor Ben is going to do to Kell Brooks or Amir Khan. He's going to knock him out so bad, he's going to knock him out the ring like Joe Smith did to Bernard Hopkins. Y'all don't want to retire now? Here we go. Boom. I think that's going to happen. But let's stick to the lightweight division, ladies and gentlemen. Rolling in the ring, yeah, man, that was crazy. That was crazy, man. That's a highlight reel. Yo, he had two highlight reels. Yo, Conor Ben had two highlight reels of the year. Right? I think Conor, you know how we say that's the knockout of the year? Conor Ben has the knockdown of the year. I think Conor Ben got the knockdown of the decade. Chris Algieri, he wanted to do a backflip outside the ring. My goodness gracious. But does Mayweather promotion has the guts? Does Mayweather promotion got the balls? Because I know that Gervonta Tank Davis got the balls. I know that Gervonta Tank Davis is a fighter. Baltimore, been fighting his whole life in and out the ring. I know that Gervonta Tank Davis is game just like every other fighter. Ryan Garcia been fighting since the age of 6. Devin Haney is fighting since he was born. All these guys are fighters. This is what they do. And I'm going to drop the video after this live show because I do really believe. And yes, I'm not trying to micromanage the way that people think. I'm not trying to micromanage the way that you look at boxing. I'm not trying to micromanage the way how you feel about these certain fighters, if they like the skills or anything of that nature. But let me tell you like this. I think we get into the habit of us trying to micromanage the way fighters should talk, the way that fighters should fight, the way the fighters should fight, should run their career, the way they should be handling their life outside of the sport of boxing. They say that boxers need to shut the F up and stop being delusional and be humble. We're the one that needs to be humble. We're the one that needs to shut the F up sometimes, all right? Because at the end of the day, like I said yesterday, these fighters going to talk, but you know what? At least they're going to step inside that ring to back whatever they talking about. We're not going to be the one that's going to be doing that. So at the end of the day, this is a humbling sport, but the fans need to understand what they watching and what these human beings are made of and what they do for a living. Their occupation is to fight, feed their family with their bare hands, literally. So let's give them the benefit of the doubt, because at the end of the day, they are the ones that's risking their lives for our pure entertainment. They're the one that risking their lives to feed their family. We just working. We just flipping burgers or cleaning toilets or having sales or having our own stores and own business. In the end of the day, it's them. They are the one that's fighting with their bare hands to take care of the little ones, to take care of the significant other and things of that nature. And hopefully they come outside that ring and stay alive. It's time for us to be the humble one. It's for us to stop being the delusional ones. It's for us to start respecting and preserving the sport of boxing and preserving the modern day warriors and modern day gladiators that go out there and risk their lives for our pure entertainment. It's time for us to start being humble. It's time for us to stop being delusional. It's time for us to respect the damn fighters. Yeah, we waste our money. Guess what? They risk their health. We always want to say that these fighters need to, you know what? Their fathers live vicariously through them. Let's be honest. We, the fans, live vicariously to the fighters. Let's be honest, because when a fighter that you rooting for wins, you feel like you won too. You start dissing everybody and start saying, "I told you so." We won, just like in basketball. You a Knicks fan, yeah, baby, we won. No, you live your life vicariously through these fighters. I'm tired of hearing people saying father trainers live vicariously through their sons. God damn it, they put their pee-pee in their mama's punani, and they're the one that birthed the kid. Damn it, their kid came from the balls, just like my kids came from my balls, and your kids came from your balls too. Damn it, you molded the kids. Shout out to all the father trainers, from the Cam Porters to the Bill Haney to the Teofimo Lopez Seniors to the Ghost Guerreros, to the Boozy Ennis, to the Virgil Ortiz Sr., to the Angel Garcias. Shout out to all the fathers, to the Papachenko. Yo, what's good, my brother? What's good, man? Welcome back. I called you. Check. I know, man. Yo, I saw the mixed calls. I saw it. Thank you, my brother, man. I appreciate that. Tay Jones, my brother, man. Keep on doing your thing, man. God bless you. I've been meaning to hit you up too, my brother. Keep on doing your thing. God bless you. Everybody subscribe to Tay Jones channel. Salute, my brother. I hope you're doing good. I hope your career, when it's gonna be the next fight, my brother. Shout out to Georgia, ATL in the building. Modern day warrior, modern day gladiator right there, man. Yeah, man, it's time for us to relax just a little bit as fans, man. We're calling out these fighters like, yo, we're trying to micromanage how they talk, how they move. You know, my video's gonna come. I just did a video, but I'm gonna upload it after the live show because I think we're getting carried away, man. I think we're getting carried away. We analyzing these fighters like they some basketball players or analyzing like they volleyball players. This is a life or death type of sport. This is why when we see, remember when we saw Manny Pacquiao, Marquez, and you remember when Marquez hit Manny Pacquiao, right? And the fans like, oh my God, and then everybody's still quiet. Why? Why everybody got humbled? Because in the end of the day, we all got humbled. Damn, man, we don't want to see Manny Pacquiao pass away. We don't want to see none of these fighters pass away, even though that we know the danger of this sport. Yeah, we want to hold these fighters accountable and things of that nature, but at the end of the day, they are the one that's risking their lives. Fans want to be like they're losing faith on fighters. You know, the fighters is losing faith on the fans. Because the hardcore boxing fans are supposed to be understanding what these fighters go through. And if you don't know what these fighters go through, at least take your ass to a mother effing gym. Take your ass to a gym. Take your ass to an independent show. Take your ass to an independent show so you can see when the fighter finished fighting and he don't have enough money because they'll boot you out that arena. And guess what? They take themselves to the damn ER to check their head, to check their health. And then when they check their health and they be like, you know what, there's something wrong with me, I still got to make some money. They can't tell nobody. They have to still fight the next day to make ends meet. You see that person, you see that guy, that rank number 40 something, that they put him in front of the elite fighters, the high invested fighters. You look at him like he ain't shit, but guess what? Those $500 that he's gonna gain, or that $1,100 or $1,200 he's gonna gain, and getting knocked out or getting badly hurt, he needs that to pay rent. He needs that to take care of his family. You look at him like he's nothing. You look at him like a tomato can. Guess what? His family look at him like a superhero, and his kids look at him like a superhero. And matter of fact, that same guy that you look at him like the Uber driver and things of that nature, when he goes and step aside his house, they call him Yo Champ. He's a champ. Now everybody gonna be Muhammad Ali. Now everybody going to be Mike Tyson. Now everybody gonna be the greatest. Now everybody gonna be the great. Now everybody gonna make the Hall of Fame. Yeah, at the end of the day, these are fighters that step inside a ring. These are fighters that do what most people are not willing to do. Oh, yeah, it's an option. Yeah, it's an option. An option to take care of your family the best way you can. Everybody got a skills and talent, right? You do the best you can for the moment to take care of your family. What happened to you enjoying the nature of a fighter? What's wrong with enjoying the journey of, we used to know the stories. I miss Burt Sugar, man. I miss the old storylines in boxing. We used to know everything. We used to know where this fighters work. We used to know how this fighters was built. We knew Roy Jones Jr. before he turned pro. We knew Floyd Mayweather before he turned pro. Just like we know Keyshawn Davis. But we used to enjoy. Oscar De La Hoya. And then we give props to people along the way. You remember the family that took care of Floyd Mayweather? You remember the family, the organization and that funded Andre Ward? You think it's been easy for these guys, man? You think it's easy when when I was listening to Ryan Garcia yesterday in his live show, and I seen the comment section, everybody, it's like 70% of the people just dissing him, calling out his name, effing up with calling what's the word? Talking about his manhood, derogatory terms and things of that nature. The kid been fighting ever since 6 years old. You've been fighting since 6 years old. He said this is the first year. Matter of fact, it's not even the first year because he did fought in January. But this is the first year that I haven't fought. You think that getting inside that ring is easy? Y'all forget when the baddest man of the planet, Mike Tyson, when he was a little kid, he was about to fight, he started crying and stuff like that because he was nervous. You think all these fighters don't get nervous? You think by the age, yeah, Ryan Garcia is young. Yeah, all these guys are young. But don't you think by now, do you know how many punches they already had in the head? Taken to the head? Pause. But we don't want to understand that. Tony in the building. What's good, my brother? Much respect. Good looking out. Much respect. Punch Run Boxing in the chat. Stop to show support and hit the like button. Everybody smash the like button, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Tony, man. Love you, my brother. Good to see you back, man. Doing well, Punch. Yeah, man. Thank you. The grace of God is good, man. The blessings, the prayers is the best, man. God is almighty. God is the best. God first, everything second. Fight plus survive equals true champions. The best investment you can make in your life is have God in your heart. And that relationship is going to keep on growing and growing and growing. I told somebody in a comment, I don't know what, I think it was an IG. And he was saying something about the fighter and saying, oh, this guy is not a man of God or not. He don't give a damn about Christ. Look the way he's talking. When you establish a relationship with God, it's like you crawling. You're still going to be making mistakes. God is almighty. He knows that you can't, you know that he knows that you can't be perfect. He knows that he's not gonna match the expectations. God knows that. God knows where we living at. He knows the nature of this world. He knows the nature of this society. And that's why you gotta have that strong relationship. Try to live as righteous as you can. I'm trying to do that too, man. But hey, man, sometimes I curse and things of that nature. Ugh. But I hope that in my relationship, God understands me and understands the sense of humor. That's how good God is. But let's keep it with boxing. Keep it with boxing. I understand some people like, you know what I'm saying? Because I could talk about God to him all day. I could talk about God all day. But yo, we gotta start giving the fighters the benefit of the doubt. The reason why we seeing so many upsets in the sport of boxing today, it is not necessarily that it's upsets. It's because we have lost our mojo. The hardcore boxing fans and the hardcore boxing boxing content creators, also including myself, we're shortcutting our analysis. We're shortcutting our way. Too many people are looking, and even in mass media, ESPN. You heard, look at this one. We was watching the Lomachenko fight versus Richard Comey, and I forgot his name from ESPN, and he was talking about George Kambosos, and he said, just last year, we didn't know who George Kambosos was. He said last year, look at the lightweight division, and now was the Emperor George Kambosos. It's crazy. We didn't even know who George Kambosos was. That was a slap in the face to George Kambosos, because it was George Kambosos who fought Mickey Bay in the undercard of Bud Crawford versus the Mean Machine on ESPN. So how do you not know who George Kambosos was last year when he was in your damn network? You know why? Because you had a man fighting, risking your life in his network, and you didn't do your due diligence, because in the end of the day, you don't care about fighters. You only care about reading and being prompted to say certain things. But at the end of the day, it goes, you see the fighter, but you don't see the fighter. How in the same platform they're going to say that they don't know who George Kambosos was when he risked his life, knocked down Mickey Bay in the 10th round, I believe so, in the 8th round, and ESPN on the undercard when Teofimo Lopez knocked out Richard Comey, when Bud Crawford fought Mean Machine in December of 2019, and you're going to have the audacity to say that we didn't know who George Kambosos was on ESPN. And this is what I mean, that we're shortcutting our analysis. We do not want to know these fighters. We're not doing our homework. So then 2021 is the year of the upsets. No, it's the year that the fans of boxing is getting humbled. It's the year that the experts and the pugilists of the game and the people that said that they know more boxing more than anybody else, they are the one that's getting exposed. Because at the end of the day, while you're saying that fighters should not be delusional and should be humble, your ass in 2021 has got humbled. The boxing fans, the experts, the analysis, you got humbled the F up 2021. It's not because, oh my God, what happened to Gervonta Tank Davis versus Isaac Cruz? You ain't do your homework on Isaac Cruz. It's not because, oh my God, Brian Castano versus Jamel Charlo. Oh my God, I didn't know. You ain't do your homework on Brian Castano versus Lara versus Teixeira. That's the point. The boxing experts and the boxing analysis, the boxing content creators, I love you all and thank you for all the blessings and the prayers, but we need to do our homework more. We need to set the tone. We are the one that need to be the educators, and we're falling for being the gossip girls. That's what we're doing. We're becoming the Breakfast Club. We're becoming the real casuals of the sport of boxing, because everybody want to pay attention to views. So we're just talking about Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. We want to talk about Canelo or Ryan Garcia or Gervonta Davis Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez. We're only talking about these limited fighters, because if you talk about somebody else, your numbers will dwindle down, and you cannot afford to do that. So you want to afford for your numbers to be minimal, because you do not want to educate the fighters. And it's time for the fans, and it's time for us to be the real hardcore boxing fans, be the real educators, give the benefit of the doubt to the fighters, because they're the modern day warriors, modern day gladiators. Let's keep the sport up. Let's preserve the fighters and preserve the sport of boxing, because at the end of the day, in the YTBC, we hold this shit down 24/7. And God bless each and every one of y'all that spit this stuff, that really love the sport of boxing, but we got to do better. We are the one that's getting humble while we praising, not praising, but shitting on fighters to be humble and shut the F up and forget about the trainers. We tell one trainer to get fired, but the other trainer, you don't give him props. Now you tell me how many videos there is of a wonderful job that Kambosos trainer been doing. Look at Sayas. Look at Christina Cruz. Why there is no videos about him, including myself? Why? Where's his praise? Because as soon as George Kambosos, if he gets knocked out in the first round by anybody, you're going to be screaming for him to get fired. You're going to be screaming for him to get fired. What about those trainers? What about those trainers that are doing a good job? We got to do better, man, because we got voices. And trust me, the fighters are listening to us, man. The fighters want us to hold them down. And if we don't hold them down, ain't nobody going to hold them down, bro. If we don't hold the fighters, now he's not a runner, man. Ryan Garcia is a modern-day warrior, modern-day gladiator. ¿Qué lo que, mi hermano? That's what we do all day. Is that fun? I mean, yo, I clown around a lot. But I think the most disrespectful thing is when we try to, talk about these fighters in a derogatory way like they don't fight for a living. You know what I'm saying? Come on. God bless each and every one of y'all, man. God bless each and every one of y'all. You or me, homie, period. 100%. So the lightweight division is up and running. Everybody is talking about the lightweight division. God bless you, 2K. Everybody is talking about the lightweight division. I think the lightweight division has the best characters. And it also has, you know what, the lightweight division is also good. You know what, the lightweight division is all good. It's because we also have legendary personalities in the division speaking for these fighters. We have Oscar De La Hoya that's going to be speaking about Ryan Garcia. We have Flo Mayweather, relevant voices of the sport of boxing, that's going to be speaking about Gervonta Davis. You understand? So we have all these entities and stuff like that. And then we have a bunch of countries as well. We have, and look, Isaac Cruz has emerged. George Kambosos has emerged. And when George Kambosos emerged, Australia emerged as a power player in the division. Now you got to go down under and get this man. Pause. You got to go down under and get this man. You know that you have to come in your A game. And the good thing about the lightweight division is, like, looking at the last performances, we don't know what to expect. We don't know if we're going to expect Gervonta Davis, the power knockout artist. We don't know if we're going to expect from Devin Haney. I got to say this, like I said yesterday, Devin Haney did a hell of a job versus Jojo Diaz. And Jojo Diaz, climbing up to the 135, held his own for 2 fights. For 2 fights, Jojo Diaz has held his own in 130 and in 135. I want to see Pitbull and that would be a good fight, KS. That would be a hell of a fight. I want to see Pitbull versus Jojo Diaz. That would be an entertaining fight. Cali, California right there, man. That would be an entertaining fights. But I do believe that Isaac Cruz deserves the rematch for Gervonta Davis. I did not like the response that Gervonta Davis did. He was very professional, but I did not like I did not like the response saying, hell no. What you mean, hell no, for the rematch with this guy? Why not? Would you want a rematch if you was in this position? Why don't you want the rematch? And this is the only thing that I don't like what's coming out of the Mayweather promotions. I don't like that talk. It's Gervonta Tank, Gervonta Tank Davis is becoming contagious. It's becoming contagious. The rhetoric of Mayweather promotion has become contagious. He's have adopted the feelings of Leonard Ellaby and Floyd Mayweather, because Gervonta Tank Davis wasn't talking like that. Gervonta Tank Davis would be like, I'll fight anybody. I'll fight Isaac Cruz. He gave me a good fight. There was some type of, and then when that post-fight interview, I've been saying, I said ever since I've been back, that post-fight post-fight conference, everybody was in ambiguity. Gervonta Tank Davis said, I hurt my hand. Calvin Ford said that he came into the fight, he hurt his hand in training. Now where was it a 10th round? Was it a 5th round? Or did he hurt his hand in training? Did he come with an injured hand? Everybody, you know why? Because everybody has a voice and everybody really is trying to talk over everybody. No, it's time for Gervonta Tank Davis to tell Floyd Mayweather, please shut up, and please find somebody out there. So I want to be challenged. It's time for you to do the job. I want you to do that. Challenge me. I want to be challenged right now, because I'm getting tired of going to the damn 8-week training camp and things of that nature, and I'm not going there while I'm heart and soul, because you're putting fighters in front of me that are tailor-made for me to knock out. And for real, I'm not feeling it. I'm not getting energized. I'm not up for these fights. And at the end of the day, I want to be challenged. I want a legacy just like you. Can you respect my legacy? Please give me somebody in which I can enhance my legacy, because I know what you're going to try to do, Floyd and Leonard Ellaby. And please get your whole nose hair out my damn ear, Leonard Ellaby. Get your nose hair out my damn ear. Give me something to enhance my legacy, please. I got the skills and talent. Don't you believe in me? I could ride a bike without the damn training wheels. I could ride a bike. Don't you know that? I could pop Willie a bike. I could ride a motorcycle. I could ride a dirt bike. I could be with Meek Mills and things of that nature. But every time I come in the sport of boxing, I got some training wheels. I'll be in Baltimore doing pop Willies with Chico and them. And then every time I'm in boxing, I got these damn training wheels. These, what the hell is going on? You kidding me with your shoulder and stuff like that? You whispering in my ear like, what the hell is wrong with y'all folks, man? I'm a grown-ass man. What y'all doing at a beef flow, man? What y'all doing, man? Get the fuck off of me, man. I know how to talk. I know I sound a little punch drunk, but damn it, I sound punch drunk. You never fall. You can't read. Damn it, we all sound like dummies out here, man. Just let me be a dummy myself. I'm going to be a dummy myself. Salute, Linda. Gosh, sheesh. Man, I could ride a bike. You better get this can, man. Go somewhere, man. I'm gonna get you a can and a half for Christmas, a can and a half book. Floyd, you got a legacy and things of that nature. Can I have my legacy? I'm still gonna put butts in the seats. Gervonta Tank Davis gonna still put butt in the seats if he go there and challenge himself. Ain't nothing wrong with challenging yourself and fighting for legacy and also getting the bag. Oscar De La Hoya did it. Canelo Alvarez did it. Floyd, you did it. Why can't I get the same opportunity? You afraid that you're a golden goose? Gervonta Tank Davis going to lose that fight? I'm going to tell you like this. My defensive is slipping and everybody is seeing it. High, low, dímelo. Thank you. Gracias, mi hermano. De lo mío. Gracias a Dios. Te amo, mi hermano. He said, I don't think that Gervonta Tank Davis wants to be let out the cage. To be honest, I think so. But if they, you know what it is? They always in his ear. You know what I'm saying? Hawk, they always in his ear. You know what they prompting Gervonta Tank Davis before anybody asks a question. You see Floyd Mayweather, like they're gonna ask you this, and stuff like that. You just answer like that. Why they gonna ask you who's gonna be your next opponent? But you don't gotta ask that question and stuff like that. We handle your business and stuff like that. No. I mean, get off me, Floyd. I want to be challenged. I want to fight George Kambosos next. I want Ryan Garcia next. Make it happen. I don't want to make it happen. Make it happen. Because what y'all gonna throw at me? Rolly Romero? Yeah, Rolly Romero is gonna entertain and gonna promote the fight. But at the end of the day, he's not even top 10 lightweight. A fighter does not get wasted during fights. A fighter gets wasted going to camp. Fighters fight. I'm going to tell you like this. A fighter, you know when fighters retire, really, it's not really about that they don't want to fight or they can't fight or they're tired of fighting. They're tired of the training camp. They're tired of sparring. They're tired of running. They're tired of 10, 8-week, 12-week pre-camp, fat camp, training camps. They're saying, I got to do 10 weeks for this. No. But if you tell a fighter, yo, fight right now, and boom, man, he gets that fighting mode in his body because this is what they do. Fighting is second nature to them. They go and fight. Is the training camp. And the more training camp Gervonta Davis does with this lack of competition, he is going to fall way out of love of boxing. It's like I said yesterday. Remember, look at HLD in the building. What's good, my brother? HLD in the building, my brother. You remember Keith and Tom Thurman? What Keith and Tom Thurman said after the fight with Manny Pacquiao in the PBC podcast? What did Keith and Tom Thurman say? And I said, oh no, this is the reason. Keith and Tom Thurman said, I couldn't find my killer instinct. You couldn't find your killer instinct versus Manny Pacquiao, your first pay-per-view, a fight that was supposed to be the changing of the guards, the passing of the torch, and you can't find the killer instinct versus Manny Pacquiao, then you ain't never gonna find the killer instinct. Look at Errol Spence when he was talking about that he needed to lose 20 pounds fight week versus Sean Porter, and he said with Brian Custis that he was self-destructing before the car accident. Look at Ryan. Look at Andy Ruiz when he was talking about not going partying, not going to the gym and things of that nature in the rematch with Anthony Joshua, one of the biggest paydays of your life. And guess what? Look at Sean Porter when he said that this is the first time I told my father no, got the biggest payday. You know what? These guys get to the point where I don't love boxing no more. And what's gonna happen to Gervonta Davis is the skill set and the special talent that can become a Hall of Famer. They're going to waste his talent. They're going to waste the potential to become a Hall of Famer. They're going to waste his potential legacy because all they want to do is juice Gervonta Davis out dry. Throw him out the back door. And guess what? Does he have the intellect? Does he have the intellect to enhance his money after he retired? Let's see Gervonta Davis retire right now. Where you see Gervonta Davis really? JD, Floyd pushed for Loma before T.O. even. Tank was the one pushing back. I don't know. Floyd was the one that said that he didn't want that he needed more time. Floyd said that he was too old. Floyd said that Loma is almost out and things of that nature. I'm just paraphrasing. No, Floyd was publicly saying that Gervonta Davis should not fight him right now. I'm paraphrasing. Let's keep it real. Gervonta Davis wanted that fight. Floyd Mayweather Promotions did not want the fight. Remember, Floyd Mayweather again after the Leo Santa Cruz or the Mario Barrios, was the Mario Barrios or Leo Santa Cruz fight when he said that we're the one we're not trying to make other promotional company great. We're the one that not trying to make promotional. We're going to fight in-house. What that means? Who you have in-house in your house? Who do you have in your house to enhance your boy's legacy? Thank you, JD. I appreciate it, my brother, man. Damn, everyone forgetting about T.O. now. Well, it's not. I don't think people are forgetting about T.O. is that T.O. is not in the lightweight division anymore, and he have said it that he's never going to fight in the lightweight division, and his body can't make it. He's outgrown the lightweight division, and if he almost was going to die trying to make 135, then why try to stay in the division where you're just going to be depleted? So it's good that he's going to 140, and the 135 right now is without Teofimo Lopez. So it's not people forgetting about T.O. I think in the lightweight division, you don't talk about T.O. because he's already moving to 140. His promotional company said it. He said it. His father said it. Everybody's saying so, he can't make that weight. Taylor Bell, what's good, man? Good evening to you, sir. Good evening to you, my brother. Good evening to you, my brother. Hawk, when Davis steps up, may he get exposed just like what happened to Deontay. Did he? I mean, did he get exposed or did the better fighter win? Because if we're gonna say that Tyson Fury got better skills than Deontay Wilder, did Deontay Wilder get exposed or he got beaten by the guy that is the #1 heavyweight in the world? The heavyweight that got the best skills in the heavyweight division, even with Alexander Usyk as well, but he was a cruiserweight. But we understand that the best skill set at heavyweight is Tyson Fury. So, in essence, Deontay Wilder did to Tyson Fury what he's capable of doing in knocking him down 4 times in 3 fights. So, Deontay Wilder power is real. The heart of both men is real. The skill set and the intangibles and the way to adjust. Tyson Fury had the skill set to adjust better than Deontay Wilder. Thus, the better man won. I won't say that is exposed. I think that the better man did win. You know what I'm saying? What did we come into the? How many people said that Deontay Wilder don't have elite boxing skills? I believe more than anything that Deontay Wilder have exposed more. He's the one that has exposed more people than anybody else in the heavyweight division because he's the one that got limited boxing skills yet reached the level of success. So in the end of the day, in my opinion, Deontay Wilder is the one that exposed more people than anybody else in the sport of boxing with his limited skills. Because Deontay Wilder started boxing at the age of 21. He is not supposed to be there. Guess what? Deontay Wilder, it was supposed to be the tomato can that everybody talks or the Uber driver that everybody talks. Deontay Wilder was blessed with a freakish power. Deontay Wilder was blessed to have the intellect to grasp the little that he can in a fast way to become heavyweight champion of the world. So in essence, Deontay Wilder was the one to expose people, and also Deontay Wilder was the one to humble us as boxing fans because of his limited skills. If Wilder retires, he was exposed, bro. Deontay Wilder was 36 years old, Hawk. He was a hard punching one trick pony. No, it's not one trick pony, Hawk. This is what I mean that, yo, love you, my brother, but this is what I mean that we not humble enough, man. The boxing fans are not humble enough because he cannot be a one-trick pony. You know why he can't be a one-trick pony? Because we all know that his 1-2 is coming straight down the line. We all know what he's able to do. We all know that that Deontay Wilder got a 1-2, and everybody in boxing knows it. Even the blind man knows it. So it's not a trick. A trick is something that you don't even know. You can't tell. They're tricking you. He's not tricking you. He is telling you, I got a right hand and I'm going to shoot it down the pipe and it's going to be 1-2 and I'm going to knock you out. That ain't no trick. He ain't tricking you. A trick is that, hey, yo, I got a master left hook and I'm going to knock you out with my left hook. And then, boom, I hit you with the right hand. I tricked you. No, Deontay Wilder said, I got a right hand. I got a freakish blessed right hand. I'm going to hit a 1-2 and I'm going to pipe it down. And for 40 plus fights, I've knocked everybody down with it. That is not a trick, a one-trick pony. So if it's a one-trick pony, guess what? He's exposing more people because you know what's going to come. Right hand is going to come and you still getting hit with it. Then damn it, he's exposing everybody else. He's telling the whole world, hey world, I have a right hand. And the way I'm going to knock him out and him out is going to be a 1-2, bam, bam. No trick. I'm telling you what I'm going to do. I am telling you what I'm going to do. It is still a trick? No, man, come on. Knocked out 40 plus people with the same punch. And it's a trick? No, it's not a trick. Can you move away from it? Are you able to not get knocked out? Hey, Tyson Fury is one of the smartest heavyweights in the heavyweight divisions, right? Why is he getting put down by the hand that everybody knows is going to come? Why is he getting put down by the right hand? He knows he's been fighting the dude. This is his third time fighting him. Why is he getting dropped by the right hand? I thought it was a trick. That's what I mean, man. We got to humble each other, my brother Hawk. We have to humble each other as fans. It connects game over. Doesn't mean he has boxing skills. Heavyweight, no, that is boxing skills, Buckwheat. When you go to a gym and you go to a boxing gym, the first combination they teach you was the 1-2. Guess what? What punch did Conor Ben knock out Chris Algieri? What punch? 101 boxing, the combination that everybody learns. You walk into a boxing gym, the first thing, they teach you positioning. They teach you how to throw the jab. The jab. Guess what? The right hand combination. Pop, pop, boom. Boxing 101. And the man succeeded with the number one jab you learn in the first jab. I mean, the first counter combination you learn in the sport of boxing. And the man became a millionaire. Now, you could say that he's one-dimensional. He's that one-dimensional with beautiful skills. He only lost to one man. He only lost to one man, and that man is considered the best of this era. That's like saying, yo, Hagler. Who Hagler lost to? Who's the only person that Hagler lost to? Salute, Lewis. What's good, my brother? Thank you. I appreciate you, my brother. Lewis. Hagler lost to one man. Am I right? Am I right? He lost to one man. Lost to a special man. Tyson Fury is special. Deontay Wilder only lost to one man. He only lost to one man. And that man is considered the best heavyweight of this era. One man. So exposed by him, by the best. Come on. Chino, what's good, brother? I love Anthony Joshua. How about this? Fury beat Vladimir. He ended an era. He ended a reign. And Fury beat Deontay Wilder, the baddest man on the planet. The guy that has the most powerful punch. One of the most powerful punch in boxing history of 100 plus years, the sport of boxing. Got one of the most powerful punches. Top 5. Maybe top 3. The most deadliest punch in the sport of boxing Deontay Wilder got. And Tyson Fury got up. Tyson Fury got up 4 times. Maybe, how about we appreciate Deontay Wilder and appreciate Tyson Fury and appreciate Anthony Joshua and appreciate Alexander Usyk and appreciate Andy Ruiz and appreciate Dillian White for what they do and appreciate Joy Joyce with a beautiful jab, fundamentally sound. And appreciate the people that's coming up, the sugar daddy himself, Jared Anderson, and appreciate the Philip Hergovich of the world. Why don't we just appreciate more than just say this person exposed? It's a fight. That's almost like saying a person could be like, hey, yo, Tyson Fury got a weak chin. He always get put down by Wilder. And somebody else going to be like, damn, Tyson Fury got hard because he always gets back up. Isn't that what we like about? Isn't that defines character? When you get put down and you rise back up, boxing translates to life itself. That's not what builds character. When you a person in your own life, when you may seem like you're losing in life, when you lose your job and you lose and you lose your significant other, or you lose your home in a burn and it burned, or you lose, or you got in an accident and you can't work, or you got or anything happened bad in your life. And you pick yourself, or you a drug addict, and you go to rehab, and you pick yourself back up, and you get clean. Isn't that the resilience of a human being and the resilience of a person? Don't we look at that person and be like, my brother, you were strong because another man would have died? Where is this respect? Where is the respect for these modern day warriors and modern day gladiators? Why when Felix Trinidad got put down, basically he got dropped so many times, and his father will smack him in the face, wake up, and he'll go out there and knock out his opponent. Why are we becoming this picky type of, so picky now? Oh my God, he got touched, he got staggered, he got exposed. Oh, I told you he's not who he's supposed to be. I told you he's nothing. I told you. What about when you get back up? Ryan Garcia, oh my God, he's a pretty little girl. Oh, he's a YouTuber, all this stuff. But then he get put down in the second round by Luke Campbell. He rises back up and then knocks him out with a body shot. Doesn't that tell you that's character? Doesn't that tell you that he got heart? Huh? Oh my God, Keith Thurman, runtime Thurman. He's weak to the body. Have you ever seen Keith Thurman curl up and lose and stay on the floor with a body shot? Do you ever see Keith Thurman take a body shot and stay down like Abayo did yesterday when Onito Donaire hit him with a body shot? No. Is he weak to the body? No. Or he can sustain being hurt to the body, rise back up and win the next round like he did versus Manny Pacquiao in the 11th round, like he did against Luis Castillo, and retire Luis Castillo in his Collazo in his store. You tell me what's hard. You tell me what's grit. Tell me. When are we going to respect fighters for what they do? Oh, you just watching the sport of boxing to tell the next man, to have your bragging rights, to tell the man, I told you so. I told you so. He's exposed. He's a bitch. He's afraid. He's a ducker. All the derogatory thing that you could think of. This is the sport that you would have really give those derogatory names to the fighters. To the fighters that fight for their lives. Those are the guys. These are the athletes that you rather disrespect. Please tell me, why are the fighters that actually, this ain't no volleyball star. There ain't no figure skating doing all this stuff. Ain't no diving in the pool on this one. 10. These are fighters. I never heard that the man that gets knocked down again, puts down on his ass, rides back up and knocks the other fighter, and now he becomes a girly girl and he becomes a bitch and things of that nature. What type of people are we in this damn sport? Maybe when these fighters get put down their asses, maybe you living vicariously by the loser. When the only time you're going to respect these fighters? When they end up like Bachar Cologne? When you going to respect these fighters? When they end up like Patrick Day? Rest in peace? That's the time you're going to wake up and start respecting fighters? When you going to start respecting fighters? Adonis Stevenson? And then when he rises back up and go to an award ceremony, you want to clap and say, oh man, Adonis Stevenson was a great hell of a fighter when he could barely talk? That's when you want to respect fighters? Well, maybe these fighters don't want to fight the fight because they know that a bunch of people disrespect them if they lose and they throw them in the garbage. You remember the movie Rocky? I don't want to lose what I got. Maybe that's real. Maybe fighters do feel like that. I don't want to lose what I got. I don't want to lose that aura. If I lose, I'll be thrown in the garbage. This is boxing, y'all. It's not the UFC where I could lose 13 times and they still love me. This is boxing. I cannot be loved losing 13 times and I can still be loved like Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal. This is boxing. I lose one time and I'm exposed. I get chin check and I don't got a chin. I get hit with a body. I get dropped down, but I get right back up and I'm a pussy. Or I gotta be almost a mushroom, and I gotta be punch drunk and things of that nature, and have all these stuff going around my head. And then I say I'm the greatest, and everybody boos me and tell me that I'm nothing, and tell me that I'm scared, that if I go fight Sonny Liston and I fight George Foreman, I'm gonna die. And I prove to you that I am the man, and you still hate me. But by the time my brain is all over the place and my faculties is not in order, then I'm all good. Then I'm the greatest. Now you want to repeat that Muhammad Ali is the greatest. What you told him when he was the greatest. When Mayweather Sr. is telling the whole world, I'm the best trainer, and you telling Mayweather Sr. to shut the fuck up and shut up, and you on crack, and you on this, and now that Mayweather Sr., now he's dwindling, now you want to give respect to Mayweather Sr. now, because now he really can't put those sentences together. Now he can't give you the damn poetry he used to do, because you don't respect even the trainers that mold the modern day warriors and modern day gladiators to be who they are. Because a bunch of yous only here coming to the sport of boxing to disrespect these men and women that put their life on the line for your freaking entertainment. No me puedo calmar, mi hermano. No me puedo calmar así. Porque también estoy harto de eso. Because I do advise fighters. And I will go to the gym. And I know fighters that already have brain damage, and guess what? They still gonna go out there and fight, and the commission se quedan callados, mi hermano, para que ellos todavía en pelea, porque ellos no saben qué hacer con su vida, because they still gotta make ends meet, and if they don't fight, they don't get paid. And a bunch of remember this sport is a poor man's sport. A lot of fighters drop out of school. A lot of fighters, this is all they could do. A lot of fighters, this is the only way they can function. We hear them, but we're not listening to them. When Adrian Bona tells you in the post-fight interview, please have me out there. If I don't fight and I don't stay in the gym, guess what? I don't know what I'm going to do. When Earl Spence told Brian Costas after the car crash that I was self-destructing, that I cannot go 8 months, almost a year, not knowing if I'm going to fight. I can't stay in the gym, so I have too much time to myself. I am molded to be a fighter, and if I'm not fighting or preparing myself for a fight, because I am molded as an amateur to fight every other week, go into this tournament, fight every 3 days. This is what they've been doing since they was little kids. So now you tell a fighter to fight 2 times a year, or maybe 1 time a year, and they like this. Damn, I don't know what to do. I don't know. The only thing I know how to do is fight. The only thing I know how to do is work out, but I'm working out to prepare for a fight. And all this dieting I have to do. And then I'm gonna eat some food. I haven't ate this good enough of a food for a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to respect the nature of a fighter. Pedro, they can drive Uber. Diablo, after all of that, eso es lo que tú me das a mí. After that, they can drive as an Uber. It's all about, what about us understanding them even more? What's wrong with us praising them even win or lose? Richard Comey got outboxed yesterday by Vasily Lomachenko. Is he less than a warrior? I know we got to hold fighters accountable as fans as well, but let's keep it real too. Let's keep it real too. A lot of these fighters are signed to promotional companies, advisors, and managers, and the networks. They can't do whatever they want to do. They can't fight whenever they want to fight. Not everybody is Canelo Alvarez to entice all this money. I'm talking about $50 million. When Canelo Alvarez said, I want to fight here, I want to fight this day, like Mayweather, I'm going to fight in secret of mind. You'll get prepared, networks and investors, get this money. I'm going to give you time by May to get this money. Thank you. Oh, diablo, mi cabeza. Oh, Lord. I'm putting a lot of energy. I'm putting a lot of energy on this one. Oh, man, the other day when I went live, oh, my God, my neck after the live. All these kids fighting below average competition to preserve an O has come to a head. Is it the fighter's fault, though? That's what I'm saying. That's what we're saying, Buckwheat. Or is it their handlers' fault? Is it the handlers? Are they they're protecting their investment? It's not that the fighter don't want to fight them. Yo, my brother, put it this way. How many times did Ryan Garcia fought Devin Haney in the amateurs? We know these guys. How many times did Ryan Garcia fought Devin Haney in the amateurs? How many times? They fought 6-7 times in the amateurs. No, 6 or 7 times they fought in the amateurs. So now you think that Ryan Garcia or Devin Haney is scared to fight each other? When they was beating each other up for free, they grown up beating each other up? You think that Danny Garcia or Bud Crawford is scared to fight one another? When they have fought 3 times in the amateurs? You think Ugas is afraid to fight Bud Crawford because Ugas beat Bud Crawford in the amateurs? You think Sean Porter is afraid to fight anybody in the welterweight division when he beat Alexander Usyk in the amateurs and knocked out Daniel Jacobs in the amateurs? You think that Keith Thurman is afraid of Boo Andrade or Boo Andrade afraid of Keith Thurman when they fought 4 times, 3 times in the amateurs, or Charles Hatley as well? These guys has fought each other for free. For free. These fighters are not afraid. Gervonta Davis got 200 plus amateur bouts. Gervonta Davis got 200 plus amateur bouts before turning pro. For free. So sometimes, as much that we want to see the best fight, if we see a fighter like Canelo says, you know what? I fought this champion, Callum Smith. I fought Billy Joe Saunders, this champion, and I'm an undisputed. I fought Caden Plant. If I want to pick this fight to make some money, let's give him that. Adrian Broner fought 200 plus fights for free as well. Keyshawn Davis went out there to represent our country for free. Well, he got a couple of stipends so he could buy some food. These fighters want to fight. None of the lightweights are afraid to fight each other. You think George Kambosos, that has put 200 plus bouts, sparring sessions with Manny Pacquiao, you think he's going to be afraid of Lomachenko? He's going to be afraid of Gervonta Davis? He's going to be afraid of Teofimo Lopez? He's going to be afraid while he's fighting the 8th division world champion, Manny Pacquiao, the ambassador, the senator, the humanitarian, the 8th division world champion, the 12-time champion, 5'5" lineal, the best karaoke singer of them all, Manny Pacquiao, the GOAT. Manny Pacquiao, you think now he's going to be afraid of anybody in the lightweight division when he's been putting in work for all these years with Manny Pacquiao? No. Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez spar one another. You think they're afraid of one another? Devin Haney sparred with Shakur Stevenson. You think they're afraid to fight one another? No. Fighters are not afraid. They are built to be fighters. This is what they do. Now, the business handlers, all those hands in a cookie jar, are afraid that they're going to lose in their investment. They're afraid that they're going to that Elvis Rodriguez will lose to a Sims Jr. and they lose on their investment. That's what they're afraid of. They're afraid. Mayweather Promotion is afraid that Gervonta Davis get his ass whooped by a Lomachenko. Love you. Good night. Thank you for the water. Good night.
Daddy.
Yeah. Good night. Lopez, salud the punch. You don't know in the building. What's good, you know? What's good? What's good, Lopez? What's good? Raw Boxing TV, what's good? Raw Boxing TV, dímelo, mi hermano, ¿cómo está? ¿Cómo está? Vamos a hablar, vamos a hablar. Espera. Vamos a hablar. Dame un segundo, mi hermano. Si puede. Si puede, si puede, si puede. Espera. Si puede, mi hermano, ven, si puede. I like to see cherry picking going wrong. This is what I like the most about boxing. No, you know what I think? You know what I think though, Hawk? You know what I think? That we like naturally, I'm not going to speak for everybody, but I do think that I sense that when we don't have a horse in a race, let's say, okay, I'm not going to even speak for everybody. I'm going to speak for me. When I don't got no horse in a race, I usually pick for an upset. I usually pick for the guy that nobody thinks is going to win. That's why we like the Rocky movie. That's why we like Rocky Balboa. Because he relates to the regular guy. Like Cinderella Man, the movie. He relates to the regular guy. You know what I'm saying? The atmosphere during Davis was awesome towards the end. Si se puede, si se puede. Let me ask you a question because I don't want to be a party pooper. What Zorb was it a sold out crowd or are they exaggerating? It was packed, but the back was all empty and stuff like that. Was it a sold out crowd like they saying that it was a sold out crowd in the Staples Center? Say the truth. Dímelo, mi hermano, de lo mío.
What's good? What's good, brother?
What's good, man?
Hey, good talking to you, man.
Man, what's up, bro? What's up, bro?
Man,
what's good? Everybody subscribe to Raw Boxing TV, aka Ranger, aka El Cubano, aka Libertad.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's aka Tony Montana of the YTBC.
Tired as hell, man. I just got done with my own live stream.
Oh yeah. Oh man, how was it?
You know,
just we're spitting the boxing Bible.
Yeah, we're putting in the work. You know, it is what it is.
Yo,
it was decent.
Yeah. What y'all talking about? It was the same thing. I'm talking about the lightweight division. I said the lightweight division is the new heavyweight division right now.
Facts. I was just saying, in fact, in my opinion, hold on, I got a little echo here. In my opinion, the heavyweight division, man, is loaded with talent. Loaded with talent. But why I hear myself. But at the same time, it's loaded with drama, man. And I'm hoping that the drama that's involved in the weight division, most of the drama coming from you know who and you know what team, most of the drama there, I hope it doesn't interfere in the middle of great fights taking place. I was just saying that I highly doubt that Kambosos will give a fight to Devin Haney in Australia, mainly because the conditions of Australia right now will not allow the fight to take place in Australia. I mean, Australia, you can't even go out to buy groceries in Australia right now. They got all of those situations with COVID. I don't see a millionaire putting millions of dollars to have a fight in an empty arena, just putting it on pay-per-view. So I doubt that fight's going to happen. It sounds good to the ears of people. Oh, man, Devin Haney and Kambosos in Australia, they're going to fight. No, I don't see it happening unless Australia changes tomorrow. And Australia is one of the most radical countries right now when it comes to the COVID situations and the lockdowns.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see it happening.
So you think it's like cap for Kambosos says, come fight me in Down Under, because you know it ain't gonna be no fight in the Down Under.
It ain't gonna be no fight in the Down Under, and people is getting mad because all I'm simply saying is the truth. It's not gonna happen. This fight will not. This fight will not happen.
Salud the Weird TV. I'm sorry. Salud the Weird TV. I don't know. I think, you know, of course, I don't think that George Kambosos is going to fight right away. I was saying earlier that the politics that we're going to see a lot of politics in the lightweight division, and I think it's gonna reach the surface on the myths that people had about top ranked Bob Arum and the WBO. PBC and the WBA, their affiliations that they got him in their pockets. I want to see Devin Haney versus George Kambosos. I want to see that fight, but I don't think that's going to be the fight. I think that the Bob Arum, the man that creates loopholes, he don't find the loopholes, he creates the loopholes. He's been positioning Lomachenko, regardless if it was going to still be Teofimo Lopez. He was positioning Lomachenko that if it was Teofimo Lopez, either you fight this rematch or you drop the belt and go to 140. You telling me you want to go to 140, but you better get this rematch done, because I want the rematch as Bob Arum. Speaking like if I'm Bob Arum, I want the rematch. T.O., if you beat George Kambosos, I already placed him. He's going to be the WBO mandatory, or you're going to lose it. You better drop it, and because I want my golden goose back in precision.
That sounds reasonable, but here's the thing. I honestly don't think Kambosos would give a shot to Lomachenko for undisputed. I don't think Lou DiBella is going to allow it. I think what they're going to go after, and this is just a theory, of course, like everything else that we talk about until it's made in paper. I honestly believe that what's lucrative for Kambosos and Lou DiBella right now is if Kambosos was to fight a fight with low risk and high rewards, and I believe that they're going to look to have an undisputed defense or undisputed status defense versus a Ryan Garcia. I honestly believe they're going to go for Ryan Garcia. He's talking about Ryan Garcia too much. Why? If I was Kambosos, I would be looking at Ryan Garcia as somebody that's been inactive for quite some time, somebody that has had mental issues, somebody that's had hand injuries, somebody that got, although won comfortably, he got dropped in the second round in his last fight. And I think they're going to look at Ryan Garcia as not only somebody that has all of those negatives, but also they're going to look at the backing that he's got, the following that he brings, the money that he can generate. And I think they're going to create that in their heads. If we can go for Ryan, we might have a chance of beating him. If we beat Ryan, that brings forth a big purse. If we beat Ryan, that also puts me in a position where now I'm not only just undisputed, but I'm undisputed and I've defended my undisputed title. So therefore, with the next time I fight, my purse is going to be even higher. Then I can see a fight maybe against a Lomachenko or maybe against a Devin Haney. And I believe if he fights Devin Haney, say the Devin Haney wins, I believe Devin Haney becomes undisputed, vacates the belt, moves on to 140, and then the belts will be distributed.
I say I could see that happening. The only thing that I see is Lou DiBella been trashing Oscar De La Hoya for a while. Also, with Deion, true, that could buy it off too as well. The guy that's been holding on to Lou DiBella as strategically people are trying to sides, trying to kick out Lou DiBella.
I see where you're going. Yeah,
it's been Bob Arum.
Yeah.
Look at the fight that we
return me the favor.
Look at the fight that we had yesterday. Richard Comey and Lomachenko. That fight was supposed it's not an in-house fight. I mean, remember, Bob Arum only does fights how you say it, if it's not mandatory, but he only does cross-promotional fights if it's a big money fight. Richard Comey and Lomachenko, this is a Lou DiBella fight. It's a cross-promotional fight, not even a big fight, right? But he does business with Lou DiBella. Let's not forget this. Lou DiBella is not going to forget, and this the part where I say that Devin Haney is not going to get this fight. Lou DiBella is not going to forget that the two biggest fights in male and female
facts
couldn't come through fruition with Eddie Hearn. Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. Lou DiBella's not with Amanda Serrano no more. They couldn't make the biggest fight in women history, and they couldn't make the biggest fight in heavyweight history with Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua.
Correct.
So now you want my golden goose.
Yeah.
Nah, you're not gonna get it, Eddie. The only reason why we worked with you, it was because you just won the purse bid. But it's not really that we was doing business together. You ain't seen no Lou DiBella sign. No Lou DiBella love by the zone. He didn't even get an interview. Lou DiBella didn't even get. He was nobody even mentioned his name. Not even
Eddie spectator.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
I still believe though, and this is just my theory. Although in my opinion, Ryan is not deserving of anything until he comes back and at least fights the janitor. Do something. Start doing something instead of calling people out. But I truly believe that if they're really after the money, I believe that, I mean, we know it here, right? It's not the same thing being undisputed than being an undisputed plus an undisputed status defense. That adds to the resume, that adds to the purse. And if you could beat somebody like Ryan that brings a lot of money and in the way get you an undisputed status defense, I believe that the very next fight after that is going to bring a bigger purse. But you're right. And this is the drama that I was telling you about, that in my opinion, I see in the lightweight division. Packed with talent, but packed. Lightweight division reminds me of one of those telenovelas from Telemundo. La Rosa Perdida. Like so much drama. You know what I mean? Yeah. So much drama that comes with it that I feel like it's kind of like the weight division of the unexpected. Yeah, we know this could happen because it makes sense. But let's just wait and see.
Rap star boxing knowledge. London, UK in the building. What's good, Rap star?
Hey, Punch, man. How you feeling, brother? From across the pond. I'm just waking up out of a nap. But look, bro, it's nice cooking up with you guys. What are you saying, Raw Boxing TV? How you feeling, bro?
What's up, Rap star? Long time don't see you, man. How you doing?
Yeah, man. I've just got out of a nap. But look, I ain't going to be here long. I'm going to do a graveyard shift and then I've got an early morning shift. So, yeah, let's keep it moving. But I agree and disagree with you guys on that because I actually think the man that you guys are missing out is Peter Khan. I think the right-hand man for George Kambosos is his management. That guy, Peter Khan, I feel that had something to do with the Triller event, pulling out the Triller event. He got a lot of power when it comes to Kambosos. And I believe Kambosos trusts that guy, Peter. Mm-hmm. And I feel that Peter Khan has got relationships with everybody. But right now, I'm going here with this. Are they really chasing legacy or are they chasing the bag now? And I believe that they're going to chase the biggest bag. And, you know, we say Ryan don't deserve this, but Ryan don't deserve that. But let's keep it real. Do you think Ryan Garcia versus George Kambosos can earn Kambosos the same money, or if not more money, than him fighting Devin Haney? That's my question to you guys.
I think George Kambosos is going to earn a lot of money regardless who he's fighting.
So Ryan will still give him the same money, right?
No, I mean that. I mean in the sense of even if he don't fight those names that we want him to fight, he's still gonna make massive money if it's gonna be in Australia. It's a homecoming fight. He got all the belts.
But Punch, you know this. I know this. I'm sure Raw Boxing knows this. He can earn massive money, a few million here, couple million here. But you talk about the biggest money for George Kambosos, it's Lomachenko, Devin Haney, and Ryan Garcia. They pay him more money than what he can earn with his own fighters.
Not necessarily like that, because if George Kambosos fights somebody in the top 15, he don't need to split that type of money.
Correct.
You don't need to split that type of money. Yeah, he's going. I'm saying he's going to make money with Ryan, Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney, Lomachenko, but he can make money, a lot money, more than he made with Teofimo Lopez fighting anybody next if it's in Australia. That's what I'm saying. Now, the only, in my opinion, the reason why I'm gonna say the next opponent, my opinion, it'll be Lomachenko and Gervonta Davis, is because those are the only two people that can handcuff Kambosos so they can to fight him. Those are only two people. Devin Haney can't handcuff George Kambosos.
No.
Because there is no mandatory. He don't have to fight him. Ryan Garcia can't handcuff George Kambosos. But the WBO can. If you don't fight Lomachenko, we'll strip you from the belt. If the WBA, who's fixing their belt federation, and already look what they did to Ugas. They mandated their super titleists to fight Stanionis. They never mandate the super. So if they said it before when he was going to fight Rolly. They said the winner will go and be mandated to fight Teofimo Lopez. Well, now it's George Kambosos. If the WBA mandates Gervonta Davis and the WBA and the PBC people are aligned with each other, the only two people that can handcuff George Kambosos and make a decision, or you're going to be stripped from your titles, is those two guys. Which I feel.
I mean, it makes sense, but I still think that I don't think Lomachenko is going to be it, man. I don't think Lomachenko is going to be it.
Well, who's the most deserving fighter? Let's talk about who's the most deserving fighter.
I get it, HLD, but remember, unfortunately, that's not the guy that always gets to fight. Because
who's the most deserving in your eyes?
Right now?
Right now.
Haney,
Lomachenko.
Haney deserves the shot versus Kambosos more than Lomachenko and everybody else. Is that what?
Well, I also said Lomachenko, but
I said now after, like, if you asked me the question, it was just Haney before the Richard Comey fight, but he worked his way back up versus ranked fighters. Lomachenko, he beat two guys that's ranked high in the lightweight division back to back. So now it is, and he was a champion that lost, never got a rematch, and a champion like that should be capable of having a rematch. I never said that he shouldn't get a rematch, but what I said, there was no rematch clause, so hey, he could do whatever he want to do. I think the guy that's been in position that should get it, in my opinion, is Devin Haney, but Lomachenko has earned the right for that position as well, and he's earned the right in the ranking system in which he's number one in the WBC and number one in the WBO. So in the ranking, politically wise, he earned his shot. In the ring, he earned it, and the name that he got, he earned it, and the prestige of Lomachenko, he has earned the right to be in that
pedigree
position
within itself as well.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that. I feel you. I feel what you're saying, that Devin Haney has been there now. He's been holding the other belt for a long time, so he wants to prove himself. And you know what? He should have every opportunity. Haney should have every opportunity to prove himself, right? Especially now that George Kambosos has got all the belts. But I also feel that if you're a pound for pound guy, number one, number two, and you lost, and you coming back and fighting the top 5 guys and putting on performances like that, like Lomachenko's performances in the last couple of fights are better than what Tank did with Isaac Cruz. And I feel that Haney always has a tough fight anyway. Now, I'm saying that Lomachenko has put himself up there only because of his rankings, and being a pound for pound guy must mean something. If you're a number 1 pound or number 2 pound for pound guy, and you get back in status, you can't tell me that doesn't hold weight. What do you think?
Well, I just said it before you said that he is in position to get the fight.
Yeah.
Well, order that what you just said and what I said before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if he goes to Haney or if he goes to Kambosos, if he goes to Haney or Lomachenko, I'm fight with either or. I mean, I believe both fighters are there. They both deserve it. I personally would like to see it against Lomachenko.
See, Lomachenko raw boxing has already took his 2 risks. He beat Nakatani. He beat Richard Comey now. Now, for him, he needs rewards with the
Correct.
risk. Now, any other fight, raw boxing, we look at, Ryan, everybody else away from Haney and Kambosos, there's no rewards.
And I believe that Lomachenko will be the one to be, he won't be arguing who's the A side or not. He won't be arguing about money because Lomachenko is well off. Didn't Lomachenko just bought a hotel? Lomachenko was well
I heard
off.
about that.
I was telling people yesterday, Lomachenko, before he was a pro, he was already a millionaire in the Ukraine. He was idolized in the Ukraine. When he did those semi-pro, semi-amateur fights, he was making banks.
Yeah, with sponsors and all that stuff.
He's and I feel that Lomachenko is his king-like status in the Ukraine is so much that I can see him like, okay, you know, we're not gonna argue about money. What do you have? You know, like, okay, let's make the fight. Because once he's got them straps, it only adds to his legacy. That's a fighter that is, in fact, looking for legacy. Now we see other fighters that's looking for payday and looking for a little vacant strap here and there, and you know, sort of like a easy but kind of difficult fight here and there. But Lomachenko, in my opinion, is a fighter that from the moment he stepped into the professional ranks, he's been fighting nothing but great fights, looking for legacy. That's the reason he's got the losses, because he ain't been cherry picking.
And maybe look, I like Gervonta Davis, and I think he has a lot of potential. I think he's special, but
I do think he's special.
But his last performances, we see his defense is lacking. We do see he was in the cards he was losing to Leo Santa Cruz. In the cards he was losing to Mario Barrios.
Correct.
His performance versus Gamboa was not special.
Nope.
And then Isaac Cruz was not special either.
And he could have gone either way too.
And maybe this is the reason why Floyd sees something in Gervonta Davis in which they're not ready to really, you know, F up the investment with Gervonta Davis. And especially not going all the way to Australia and gonna be with, you know, I don't know, man. I honestly don't see Floyd Mayweather feeding Tank to Lomachenko. And then the money, this guy's talking about, oh, he's the biggest star. They're gonna be talking about money. Kambosos gonna be like, I ain't get, what have you done? I'm not getting no less than you in my own country. You crazy?
That's right.
But I got to say this as well. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. Soon as Teofimo Lopez lost his belts, Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, everybody's jumping on Kambosos. I'm just saying, right? There's something going on with when Teo had the belts, the energy wasn't the same. What have you guys got to say about that? Because I feel that Teofimo Lopez never got the energy like Kambosos is getting now.
No, I think that people are not convinced by Kambosos. When I did live and I asked the chat, if there's a rematch with Teofimo Lopez and Kambosos, who's going to win that rematch? And 80%, almost 90% said Teo's going to win. So that means people are not convinced that Kambosos maybe could beat the rest of the guys. Maybe they think that Kambosos was a fluke. So that's the reason why.
And can you imagine, Punch, if the public actually knew what the infos? Yeah. If they knew that,
yeah, but
if they knew what we knew, they
no, those fighters sound weak. Even Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, and these guys, they're jumping on Kambosos.
Fighters know.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, they weren't giving this energy for Teo every other day.
Devin was giving that energy.
Ryan should have been saying the same thing when Teo had the belts. I want Teo. I want all the belts. I want Teo. But all of a sudden, when Teo had the belts, nobody wanted all the belts.
I mean, but that's them exposing. That's Ryan right there exposing himself when it comes to Teo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just that. People even got
Teo at it.
I know, but hey, it is what it is. Now they got somebody that they want to fight. You know, I don't think that Ryan Garcia is going to get it. I do also think that, man, it's too much. It's too much, and I'm coming out with a video after the live. I'm gonna upload it. That, you know, that we understand. Look, we could hold these fighters accountable and things of that nature. Yeah, in the same place, these guys are fighters. I don't think that none of these fighters are scared. I don't think none of these fighters are. I try to, you know what I try to do is really understand fighter as men and women. You understand their journey. I'm very excited to learn about their journey. It's not easy being fighting ever since you were 6 years old, and then you reach to a level where I think I do want a break. I think my body deserves a break. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you're fighters, but there's fighters that has lingering injuries that they fight. You know, some of them they want to be their best. It's like tricky. It's like we got to look at fighters like they're humans too, not like they animals. And I know that some fighters, you know, Gervonta Davis, they said that he had a messed up hand going into the fight, right?
Correct.
So when we see him perform like that, it's either we want to be like, well, that's an excuse. That's an excuse. I mean, everybody else has fought with a broken hand. Nah, let's understand that the dude had we're not gonna take nothing away from Isaac Cruz, but let's be human and be like, hey, yo, the dude had a messed up hand.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like we don't gotta just act like that's not there either.
Yeah, but then we gotta keep the same energy when we didn't keep the same energy for Teofimo Lopez. Now that he's had his fucking problems, we're never keeping the same energy when Lomachenko had a shoulder problem.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe
he had the operation 2 days after. 48 hours after the Teofimo Lopez fight, the man's in hospital having an operation.
What I'm saying, we got to keep it in mind. What's his name? Diablo, man, in the tip of my tongue. What's his name? The one that had a broken neck that he fought Roy Jones Jr. before?
Pazienza. Vinny Pazienza.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Did we know what he had? Did he know the trouble? And did we praise him for that? Yes. We never shitted on Vinny, knowing that he was coming into that. Hold on. We never shitted on Vinny, knowing that he was going inside that ring, injured and not ready to fight. We looked at him like a warrior. To this day, we like, wow.
Yeah.
Guess what? But he's not the only one too. But we have this now as a whole new nature, a whole new way that fans think about fighters. That back in the days, Tito Trinidad could be knocked down and he gets right back up. And Tito, yes. Now Edgar Berlanga get knocked down and it's like, that's it. The hype. He's a hype job. He's exposed. What is this? Where this thing coming from? Like, I understand the O has made fighters or the diva like, but now you can't even get hit in the face.
Correct. I was kind of talking about that in my live stream, and we also talked about the Edgar Berlanga. I went into the Oscar De La Hoya example too. Like, Oscar went down early in his career, and Oscar went on to be what he was. Now, I do think that, in my opinion, I kind of see Xander Zayas, since you mentioned Edgar Berlanga. Mm-hmm. I see Xander Zayas being a better representative of Puerto Rican boxing, or a bigger, let's say, than Berlanga. I think Berlanga right now has more exposure. He's been hanging around the right people to get his name out there, and all that good stuff. But since you mentioned Berlanga, I just thought I'd throw that in there. I truly believe Xander Zayas will be the guy representing.
Hey, and shout out like what I was saying earlier. I don't know if you was listening earlier, but a lot of people are so focused in trainers being fired, but when a trainer is doing a hell of a job like Javier Centeno, why nobody's giving him any credit? Why doesn't he get his interviews? Why doesn't he get his post fight? Why doesn't he get his praise? Why nobody's saying, wow, he's doing a hell of a job with Zayas. He did a hell of a job with Kambosos. Yeah. He's doing a hell of a job with Christina Cruz. He's doing a hell of a job in that gym in Miami. Why nobody's giving him credit? They going to his gym. Adrian Broner went to his gym. Kid Austin going to his gym. That gym is lit and is on fire right now, and nobody's giving no props to Javier. As soon as Kambosos, let's say, loses, oh, fire Javier.
Wasn't La Salsa Rivera also going to his gym? Michelle La Salsa?
I don't know if he's going to. I know he's going to another gym in Miami. Maybe he went to that gym because that's in Miami. But I know he was going to. I don't know the name of the gym that he's with. Jason Rosario.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he's been to that. Probably been to that gym, you know. But a lot of people has been to that gym with Centeno's gym.
Correct.
You know. So
yeah, it's kind of weird that the way that the boxers are looked at right now in this new generation, and I don't want to say I blame the casuals. The casuals are just that. They're people that like the sport, but they're not fan enough to dig into the sport, to appreciate the dark side of the sport and the positive side of the sport. But I think that the new what's up, man? I think that the new generation, because of their lack of knowledge in the sport, because of the lack of passion, or they haven't dug into the past, the past warriors and all of that good stuff, I believe that they don't understand that this is part of boxing. Like, YouTube is a great tool for any boxing fan. If you truly want to get into boxing, become a well knowledgeable boxing fan, go back and look at the legendary fighters of the past. Ali, how many times Ali went down? He got out. Oscar De La Hoya.
Fighting Sonny Liston.
My goodness, Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, Meldrick Taylor, Chavez Sr., Tito. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. Look at Marco Antonio Barreras, Eric El Terrible Morales. Look at all of those legendary fighters that went down, got destroyed in some fights. Manny Pacquiao, my goodness, 8 division world champ, got knocked out early in his professional career. Does that mean that's it? They suck?
Because that's what I said. People have short-term in boxing. We have short-term memory.
Yeah, but you can't mention all those names.
Roberto Duran Loso de Jesus.
Roberto Duran got destroyed by Hearns.
But his first loss was to De Jesus.
Yeah,
nobody talks about his first.
Correct.
Nobody said that. That's it. Nobody's saying that he's not the best lightweight ever. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So even these losses and these put downs, look at Evans Rodriguez. He lost versus Sim Jr. and came back with a beautiful knockout win. That's it. We just want to see now the growth, what he's going to do next, right?
That's why I like Lomachenko, because Lomachenko got that old-fashioned mentality.
It's the Floyd Mayweather syndrome.
All these fighters that you just mentioned, he got that mentality, because when Lomachenko said, I don't give a fuck if I've lost, it's how I come back now. Yeah? And this is what makes Lomachenko, and I'm going to say this to everyone, yo, goddamn, smash that fucking like button, man. This is what I'm going to say to people. Lomachenko is that guy in his eyes that he's the most dangerous man in that division right now, because he don't give a fuck about his own like the rest of them do.
Well,
he is the most dangerous guy and the boogeyman. I'm calling Lomachenko the boogeyman of the lightweight division. I believe he beats Kambosos. I believe he beats Devin Haney. I believe he beats all of those guys as long as his health is good, and he's good.
I think the way that Lomachenko is looking, man, he look like a well-oiled machine right now. And I got Lomachenko beating everybody in the lightweight division.
Me too.
Right now.
Me too.
I think that in terms of crisp accuracy, leverage on his punches in the middle of the ring where all the judges see his work, the master of the point system, knows how to fight. That's one thing people, he's a technician, but Lomachenko is tough. In the clinch, you can't bully him around.
He's a wrestler. He's got a wrestling background.
Do you know what's amazing about Loma Punch? You remember you used to say to me, it's how you fight in the clinch as well. Loma's got such boxing ability that even if he hits you with a left in the clinch, it's going to knock you out. He fights
you off the clinch. He fights in the clinch. Yeah. He's very great in freeing one of his hands. And I think this is the reason why yesterday I was saying during the live show, now I know why he got shoulder problems, because the way he pulls himself I think he hurts himself. Like he's pulling it hard. I said, this is why you had 2 surgeries. Like you're trying to pull hard. And sometimes they grabbing on his arm, and he's trying to pull away so hard that probably, it messes up. But Lomachenko could fight. Lomachenko can move. Lomachenko can punch. Lomachenko is accurate. Lomachenko is smart. He could box in the inside. He could box in the outside. He finds the angle. He never stops moving. He never stops slipping. He ducks. He slips. He's countering with both hands. He counters with combination. Feints incredible. You have to look. 1 second, Richard Comey took his eye off Lomachenko. Bam. Boom.
Yep.
You can't take his eye. You can't take his eyes off of him. You know what I'm saying?
1 second, it's true. Just 1 second. Comey wasn't focused, and that was it.
Correct.
Yep.
But
Magic said Loma is the dad that went to prison and out of hand and home while gone. But daddy is back, kids. I mean, he's proven it, and he's been very exciting in both of the fights that he needed to win, and he won it in great fashion. He won it in great fashion and an entertaining fashion. He knocked out Nakatani, and he put down Richard Comey and give you a master class.
Correct.
Like it was. He just he looked that he separates himself from his contemporaries.
I truly believe. I was saying this last night in the live stream. I said it again. I said it again in this past one that I just did. There's nobody, in my opinion. Forget the power department, because too many people are focused on, well, he didn't carry his power. Well, so what? Look at what this man is doing. Okay, I'm not knocking him out. Well, I know what to do to not leave it in the judge's hands. You know what I mean? Just like you, I have nobody, absolutely nobody beating this guy at 135 ever.
Especially, I don't think that Gervonta Davis is fighting enough competition to gain him the type of experience to going back to the drawing board. So he's not learning anything from his past.
And that's the major problem with being Floyd Mayweather. The fact that, I mean, Floyd Mayweather has said it publicly. I don't know why it's a surprise to people. When you got Leonard Ellerbe, when you got Floyd Mayweather Jr. telling you, we about the money and we about keeping it in our circle, you can forget about great fights. You can forget about legendary fights. You can forget about all of that. They only after the black versus Mexican fight, just like they said it, because it makes them money. Because they know that the Mexican fan is going to come and support their fighters.
You heard what Floyd Mayweather said? He said, I ain't even go to the gym in the camp. You ain't even trying to give him some pointers, bro.
Nothing. That's it.
You're setting him up for fair. He is going to be one of them. I'm sorry to say this, and I hope I'm wrong. But the way that I see them setting up Gervonta Davis is they're gonna milk him for all he got, throw him out in the back, and he's gonna have to be a good citizen, make good investments, in which look at the way that he talks and moves.
They're not even allowing him to develop himself as a businessman. This kid does not have access to this. You see this microphone? He has zero access to it. I mean, did you happen to see the press conference and the post press? That was sad. It's like Mayweather's such a diva. He's such an attention whore that he wants all the cameras on him. They ask him about Tank Davis' performance. When I did it, ain't nobody talking about you. Ain't nobody asking you about you. I don't care about you. You know what I mean? It's like they're not allowing him to develop himself as a good fighter by fighting good enough competition and stepping up the levels. They're not allowing him to develop himself as a businessman, a public figure. What are they doing with this kid? You know what I mean? And what's crazy is some of these people in YouTube get mad at us because we want what's best for Tank Davis, right? We want what's best for him. But no, when we talk in this fashion, it's because you hate Floyd Mayweather. Shut up.
No, I don't look. I
read
love
between
Tank.
the line.
I love Tank. I love Floyd. I hate the way Mayweather promotion is moving Gervonta Davis. That's what it is. Everybody that knows boxing sees that. Everybody knows that this guy is a special talent. Pugilists of the game see it. Great fighters in the past, the legendary fighters see what Gervonta Davis could be.
Correct.
They are wasting this guy's talent in training. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the training that makes these guys not want to fight no more. This is what makes them retire. It's not the fight. Gervonta Davis can fight tomorrow if you tell him, but tell him go to have 8 weeks to fight Isaac Cruz or Rolly Romero, even though Rolly Romero is going to promote the fight. But even Gervonta Davis knows, like, damn, man. Like, I know y'all putting these guys tailor-made for me to knock out, but I'm getting tired of it, bro. Like, I want somebody to challenge me. And by the time you put him ready, by the time you put a Lomachenko in front of him, he probably lost all the love for boxing.
That's it. He's drained. He's emotionally drained. And you know what's crazy too, Punch? What's crazy is that this guy wasn't even found by Mayweather. AB found his kid.
Yeah.
AB found
and he took
kid.
the credit. He took
and Mayweather, exactly. You know what I mean? He took the credit for it. And honestly, when I look at Tank Davis, man, because notice something, because you know, our reaction to something says a lot about us without us opening our mouth. When Floyd Mayweather talking to Tank ain't even looking at Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
He don't even want to look at Floyd. It's like, I commend you, Tank. You're a great fighter. You did great. And Tank's just like, Floyd's looking at him and he's just like, he doesn't even pay. It's like, I don't want to hear it, bro. Just say what you got to say. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
There was the AB went live. I think it was last year. He was talking about, we find Floyd Mayweather weird. He's not one of us. He's not really from the street. He don't really know. Adrian
Floyd ain't from the streets. He's not.
No, of course not. He not. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that you got to be proud and be from the street, but I don't think they have Gervonta Tank Davis legacy. They're not interested in that.
And I also think that Gervonta Tank Davis is scared to speak up because they haven't allowed himself to develop himself as a businessman, grow that confidence, right? And so I believe that somehow, this is just my theory, that Gervonta Tank Davis, in his mind, goes back to the days of poverty and compares himself to now, and then somehow he might doubt himself. He's like, well, if I speak up, I might lose this, right? When in reality, if you lose that, you might gain more by going to another promotional company.
I think this will happen also, because there was a time where Gervonta Tank Davis said that he went broke. You know what I'm saying? And I think what happened was that, all right, man, we're going to get you out of debt. This time, you're going to do it the way that we want you to do it. And I think that Gervonta Tank Davis is holding on to when he went broke and they fixed his debt. He went to debt like this. There was an apartment. He bought a condo or something that he owed.
Yeah.
I think they had to put it on foreclosure, something like that. He was in debt and they financed him again. All right, this time you're going to train where we want you to train. When you train, you're going to be in Vegas. You're going to hire somebody to help Calvin Ford, because they never believe in Calvin Ford. Calvin Ford stays shut now. He can't even say nothing.
Nope.
Nobody. He can't even.
He ain't even the trainer. He doesn't even look like a trainer in there.
This is why I don't even like the post-fight interview, because after a fight, it's the fighter and the trainer. You got Leonard Ellaby right here. You got Floyd Mayweather right here, and Calvin Ford in the end of the table, and nobody asking him no questions and stuff.
Outcast. Like that. But that's the media fault, though.
That's the media
fault. Because look. Say that Leonard Ellaby and Floyd said, hey, you're not allowed to talk. Mm-hmm. They got no shots on the media. They got no power over the media. If I'm a media member and I see them running their mouth out there, when it's my turn. So Mr. Calvin Ford, what steps did you took during the fight to, turn this around? What Floyd gonna do? No, he's not allowed to talk. No, because it will be a bad image. So at the end of the day, it's also the media fault.
Buckley said they're trying to speak Tank into greatness. Not gonna work. Boxing fans are smarter than that.
There it is.
10 to 100K pay-per-view buys or less.
Yeah, I heard they posted on my stream. Somebody posted. I think they brought between 50 to 80,000 PPVs. for this fight.
Stephen Espinoza said that it went 200 over 200K.
Oh, okay.
The same number they always say, 200K.
Yeah,
Everybody 200K. Everybody. Keith Thurman going to fight Mario Barry was 200K.
200Ks.
200K. It's a 200K, man. It's a 200K marathon. But I think that, look, again, love Gervonta Davis. Been following since the amateurs. I know they could do better than that. I like Calvin Ford as well. And I think that the more they start, and I like Barry Hunter too. I like that.
Correct.
They brought up Barry Hunter. Barry Hunter is a prestige trainer as well. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't like the way he's being moved. I don't know why. And I feel like they should have the confidence in Gervonta Davis with his skills and talent. Devin Haney, I think he did beautiful in my opinion versus Jojo Diaz. Consider that when he got hurt versus Jorge Linares, when he got hurt with Jorge Linares, he started clinching and didn't fight his way in the championship rounds of victory. In this time, we saw the growth. He got hurt, but he fought his way. He won the 12th round. He was trying to fight his way. He didn't want to clinch. And I saw the growth in Devin Haney. We're not going to see Devin Haney become the next Kid Dynamite, Mike Tyson, have this powerful punch, but his body going to be stronger. He's going to have good torque. He's going to sting you real good to keep you honest. And I believe that Devin Haney, I saw the growth in Devin Haney, and I was I like his growth, and I'm very happy and how he fought Jojo Diaz. And I'm happy how Jojo Diaz has fought comfortably in the 135. So
I also don't see Devin Haney staying at 135 for long.
Yeah, I don't, of course. And they got monsters at 140. So
yeah. So when he goes up there, man, that's why I think they're trying to become undisputed at 35, so they can go on to 140 to make. Although Eddie Hearn takes care of them, I mean, think about it. If they got that undisputed on the resume, the purse is a little bigger. They legacy is better. But at 140, man. I mean, look, let's be honest, right? Ain't nobody hating here. We're just speaking facts. Jojo Diaz, for example, that moved up to 135. You know, he did comfortable. Yeah, he lost, whatever. But Jojo Diaz had a lot of success in there against Devin Haney. In fact, go ahead and get that super chat.
Magic, my brother, this is what we need, a panel with y'all HLD. God gave the queen rap star so we can hear different live fight analysis and scorecards. Yes, sir. Good looking out, Magic. Love you, my brother.
In fact, when you look at the way Jojo Diaz fought, you could make the argument that he would start out in some rounds really good, applying a lot of pressure to the body, winning those rounds. In my opinion, he felt like, okay, I got this right. He would take a break and allow Devin Haney to come back and win those rounds. And I believe that Jojo Diaz lost a few rounds that he shouldn't have, because he started out with good pressure to the body, and a minute into the round, he would just stop. He would just stop and periodically just put one or two punches together, and Haney just came back, lead right hand, 1-2 to the body, left hook, turning him. And Haney had a lot. I mean, Jojo had a lot of success with Haney, so I can only imagine Haney at 140 with the dogs up there.
Shout out to Brandon Lee with another beautiful knockout.
Yeah.
In 140, my brother.
Conor Ben, man.
And Conor Ben in the welterweight division. Yo,
AB.
One thing about Devin Haney that I'm seeing it, and I know people are seeing it too. You know what's actually hurting Devin Haney? You know what's actually getting him hurt?
Body shots.
Shoulder roll.
Oh, yeah. The style of the shoulder roll, yeah.
The shoulder roll. When Linares hurt him, he tried to come back with the shoulder roll. He's not. That shoulder roll is hurting him. The triple left hooks that in that round that Jojo Diaz counter, he's shoulder rolling, and he's not really covering up. And I think that it's more to it. Look, Mayweather, good looking out, Tony. Mayweather just didn't have the shoulder roll. He just ain't stand there all the time in the middle of the ring with the shoulder roll. Mayweather had the high guard, the traditional guard, the shoulder roll. He'll use the shoulder roll to catch, shoot, use the shoulder roll to block, roll it out. and there's a difference. Some guys just use the shoulder roll to catch. Some guys just use the shoulder roll just for defense. Mayweather used the shoulder roll for everything. But he didn't just use it.
Correct. I advise people to go look at Floyd Mayweather implementing 3 styles of defense when he was Pretty Boy. Shoulder roll, vacuum with the legs. What's vacuum with the legs? I'm going to create an optical illusion of distance between you and I to allow you to throw your punch. But in reality, I'm going to make you miss. So then I can counterpunch you. And then he will have the traditional basic earmuffs defense. 3 styles of defense. That's Floyd Mayweather. And I think that when you look at this fight with Jojo Diaz, if you go back to the corner, you're going to hear Devin Haney ask his father, so what do? I keep running into his left hand. Right? Right?
Well, he said,
people
ain't going to do that. I caught it. I saw the fight. I saw the fight a couple of days ago, and I said, he actually checked his dad. Nah, I'm getting caught with that. Like saying that, like, nah, I ain't going to do that. I'm getting caught with that.
I'm getting caught.
But
so
this
what do I
do? And this is what it is. Shout out to Bill and shout out to Ben Davison. But this is when you know. That's why I like the fight. This is when you know that Devin Haney is smart. He's just not gonna take. Nah. I'm seeing something. I'm getting caught with something, and I'm not gonna keep on using this. And that's the good thing about it. And I'm gonna give Bill Haney credit because by putting him there with the Miyagis of boxing, with Roy Jones Jr. and Floyd Mayweather Seniors, and taking them to all these great minds of boxing is what led Devin Haney to take the punch by Linares and still handle and still recover like a veteran.
Correct.
Go out there with Jojo Diaz and make the adjustments on his own without the feedback from his corner. So you saw the growth and you saw that he is look, Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson have showed me in the corner that they are advanced. Their minds are
young
advanced
too, man. They're young, they're smart.
They're young, but they think veteran-like though.
Yeah. They're young, they smart. They have a amateur pedigree that allows them to not only fight good, but also analyze themselves as far as like what do I need to do to improve. And like you said,
Antio with the corner, and he was fighting there on his own, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh Lord, bro, I want to go to bed calm. Don't talk to me about Tio's corner right now.
We're talking about the lightweight division.
Okay. Yeah. Because you know how I'm gonna get when we talk about that corner. You know how I'm gonna get. For real.
We save it for another.
Let's save that for when Ranger is calm. You know. Let's save that for another day, because Tio's corn. Boy, no.
El Viejito, that's good. That took took 50. How many minutes is 1 minute? In between rounds, he got up to the stairs at 52 seconds,
bro.
And then they work in the cut, standing up through the side like this, and the cut is all the way on the
when the cut man should be the main man in the ring.
In the ring,
got to be outside. Senior got to be outside.
I was watching that live, and I'm like, why? No, let him work the eye. But anyway, again,
you're gonna get me pissed off, brother. You're gonna get me pissed off. That man got me heated that night, man.
Oh man,
that man got me heated that night. And we've talked. I already told you what I think.
He said, Magic said, "Oh, you know, okay, today, not today, my friend. That's it, because these
for real, man." And you know what it is, Punch? Like I tell people in my live stream, it's not even worth us saying the things we know, because one is irrelevant, and two, people's gonna look at it and say, "Oh, y'all making excuses." Well, no, that's why it is what it is.
No,
like I said, like I said,
me, bro. Trust me, and I told Tio. Is no use of
saying good. Well, publicly. I'm glad you told him.
Yeah, there's no use of saying it publicly. You know what I'm saying? Because people hate you, and in boxing, people don't care. People don't care in boxing, man. People don't look at you like humans. You know what I'm saying? So there's no use. It's just no use at this point.
Yeah. Well, people have disconnected the human side of boxing.
That's what I was saying earlier.
People look at boxers as gamecocks, game dogs. Yeah. I got you. I'll take care of you. You're fighting good for me. You lose once, I'm selling this piece of crap.
Yeah.
Bring me another one, right? But they forget that these people is human beings as well. And again, this goes back to, you know, the style of fans we got nowadays. You know, and
that's why I did that. That's why I did that show. I don't know if you ever saw it when I was talking about, or even all the great fighters that we admire. What they all have mental issues.
Oh yeah.
They all had, not all, but most had
they already damaged.
You know, drugs, alcoholism, Ricky Hatton, Sugar Ray Leonard, Mike Tyson,
correct,
Pernell Whitaker. They have beautiful careers. Cesar Chavez, Nigel Benn. They all have beautiful careers. But what is going on? What is going on here? And that's what it is. We don't look at it. So now they're saying that during their careers that they're going through something.
Correct.
Let's not forget. People forget about Devin Haney as well. Let's not forget during the Burgos fight, Jose Burgos, that he had that fight, and what did he say? That he got diagnosed with ADHD. What is it? ADHD. So he been mental, you know, ever since he was young. Ryan Garcia been diagnosed.
Correct.
We already know Teofimo Lopez has some problems. I could show you the upbringing of Gervonta Davis. I could show you, and even Floyd Mayweather himself. All these fighters. This is a poor man's sport. This is and they go through a lot just to reach the level that they've been reaching. Tyson Fury as well.
What you just said. Shameless plug, right? Shameless plug. When you get a chance, I did a video, and the thumbnail I got you under, in under bottom I have Trump fake news, and I said the video is called "The Whole Truth About YouTuber Punch Drunk Boxing Who Faked," and right, go in there because I got a hater going. You know what you just said about Tio? People actually think that that's you, that you're the one divorcing and all this piece of crap. And I'm like, this is the boxing fans we deal with. Now I understand why the boxing community, why people think the way they think about boxers. Look, they're saying, just go and look at the video because I'm glad it didn't come out of my mouth. You'll see.
I've seen some even comments here tonight, but you know what it is? I know what it is. You know what I'm saying? When you live long enough to identify, and when you have a relationship with God, or in your journey and having a relationship with God, I know that the closer you are with God, the closer you want to know God, the evil entities come around. That's when the devil and the devil's army want to strike down and want to fog up your relationship. So, hey, Punch, did you really do that? No, because I really needed to fake something for YouTube.
Right.
I really needed to really go in there and really feel sorry for myself. And I need others to really go, it got to the point where I understand this community. I understand this people that really, you tell me what's the benefit? What's the end game for me?
No.
What's the end game? What's
the new one is? The new one is that because I did that video defending you, you cutting me, you giving me some cheddar. So since that's the case, I'm gonna sue you because I haven't seen a dime drop in my account yet.
Thank you. I'm better. I'm better each day. I'm better each hour I'm up. Of course, in the morning is rough, but
hey, don't take none of them damn painkillers, dog.
No, that's why it's now I be hurting like crazy because I don't like taking painkillers at all.
Bro, my sisters-in-law,
I don't want to be addicted to that shit.
My sisters-in-law's ex-boyfriend, young kid, had money. All of his brothers, except for one, and him, they all died of drugs, but they started with painkillers. It's prescription painkillers.
What I seen someone said, so where's your scratches and your stitches and all that? I said, oh, I'm still supposed to be having un chichong in my head or something? Am I supposed to still be bleeding or something? like, yo.
Well,
Like,
my thing is this:
my fault.
are you?
It wasn't a Lamborghini, and the thing is, the car went, and I injected myself out the car so I could have scratches in my face.
You had airbags in your car, right?
All the airbags came out.
So people don't realize what happens when you got airbags.
The airbag was supposed to, in people's analogy, the airbag was supposed to crack my skull open.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
That's in people's analogy, that, you know, in the devil's analogy, that's that's supposed to happen. And the devil's analogy is how can you recover fast? You're still supposed to be in the hospital. And this is what it is. Why you think prayers are for? Why you think somebody will be like, I'm praying for a speed recovery? Why people are so mad that maybe I'm recovering quicker? That I didn't even think on Monday that I will recover and talk fast the way I'm talking and stuff like that. It's that I couldn't talk. It's that I felt that my fucking tongue was in the back of my throat and I was sounding fuck up, and I was scared to even talk because I couldn't talk good, not because I really couldn't talk. You know what I'm saying?
So my whole thing is this: what gives people the idea that you or anybody is obligated to prove to a stranger who you have zero personal relationships with, to prove to a stranger beyond a reasonable doubt that in fact you did had a car wreck? They want to see post the pictures on social media so that we know it's true. I personally wouldn't care whether you think it's true or not.
Should I post? Look, guys, I am no pause, no homo. I'm circumcised. Should I post my picture that I'm circumcised? Should I post a picture that my 3 kids is actually mine, or should I go to Maury to give you the type of proof that y'all need that my kids is mine? Should I give you the marriage certificate that your boy Punch Drunk is married to a
Punch? In the case of these 3 kids, you are not
the father. Your son got blonde hair and blue eyes, Punch. What the hell is going on here, Punch? Are you sure your wife loves you? Like, yo, and the thing is, I see it as people that, you know what I'm saying, got satanic. This is that's what evil does. That's what the devil does, bro. That's what the devil does. We don't want to talk. Come on, man. Look, I just had to block a guy right now. He said that God ain't real. You want to spike a nerve because you know that I'm a God-fearing man. So you want to tell Punch that God ain't real. You ain't even saying nothing about no boxing. You haven't even commented, but you need to go to Punch Run Boxing to tell Punch that God ain't real. Who's sending you? What type of energy is giving you to put that, knowing that I'ma love God regardless? And ain't no human in this world is going to tell me that there is no God. There is no human. There is no evil spirit. I will pimp smack the devil. I pimp smack every devil entities, my brothers and sisters. Ain't no nothing better than God. God first, everything second. God comes first than my kids. God comes first than my wife. God comes first than me. God comes first than anybody. God comes first. You can never tell me anything that there's no God. God is almighty. God is my right-hand man. God is the greatest. God is awesome. And I am blessed to have people that pray for me. I am blessed to have my family pray for me. I am blessed to walk into my house and hug my 3 kids. I am blessed that my oldest son was scared and I could just hug my son, because I'm scared not of dying because I'm going to die one day. I'm scared of leaving my kids without a father. That's the only thing I'm fearful in life, because I don't know how they're going to be handling if their superhero is gone. And I don't know how they're going to take it mentally and spiritually.
Facts.
It's the only thing I'm mad of. That's the only thing I'm scared of.
Well, I'm trying to tell him.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You don't like that I'm talking. You don't like that I can have a motor mouth like I used to have. Matter of fact, I'm working. I'm singing. I'm going to sing every day. I'm going to be the fast talking boxing content creator that you ever been. I'm high octane. Ladies and gentlemen, this is God's work. If you don't like it, sorry, baby, but this is God's time. And my recovery is on God's time. It's not on yours time. It's on my time. It's on God's time. I'm sorry. It's on God's time. You have to deal that with God. You have to pray and say, damn, God, why Punch has to recover this fast? It's because the prayers of my people pray for me so I could be good. All right? And the way that I'm not sounding is because my adrenaline is pumping. And after my adrenaline is gone, oh yeah, I'm going to feel pain. I'm going to suffer a little bit. But guess what? I'm going to stay strong and stronger and stronger. Keep praying and praying and praying. Ain't no human in this world going to dictate how special God is to me. And if you don't like it, time out. If you don't like it, unsubscribe. If you just want me to talk about boxing and never talk about God, ladies and gentlemen, sorry. I'm going to be talking about God in every damn channel. I'm going to end it with God first, everything second, fight plus of our Eagles 2 champions. We're one race. We're one race. Brothers and sisters of the Most High. If you don't like it, then go to a devilish channel. But right here in Punch Drunk Boxing, it's about God. If you don't like it, peace out.
And what's crazy is because I gotta time out here real quick because I gotta be up by 5 something in the morning. They keep coming to my channel talking about you did all that for money. I'm like, guys, I don't know if your wife told you. I offered your wife money. She never accepted it. Ever. Ever. You know what I mean? It's all prayers. All she wanted, keep praying for him. Keep praying for him. And that's what we did.
We accept prayers. Hey, if it's about money, guess what? I lost money. How about that?
There you go.
How about that? How about that? You devilish mother effers. I lost money as a boxing content creator.
Hey man,
let me just make money. You don't do videos, you don't get ad. You don't be there, you don't get donations. You not live, you don't get super chats. You don't get man. I lost money. I don't give a damn about money, just like I ain't give a damn about the car. I care about my health.
Look, the main thing is, nobody should be concerned about evil shit. You come back to your family, you're good for your children. That's all that matters. If a man comes back good and he's there for his family, that's all that people should be considered about. Not how many stitches you got, how come your face ain't broken. You had a bad couple of days, and you
got a super chat you forgot about.
You recovered, and you're recovering, and you're still recovering. But people want to see the bad side. But you know what? People shouldn't be offended, raw boxing.
Correct.
And neither you Punch. You know why? This is social media. People wish death upon people here right now. You know how many people been wishing death upon you?
Oh, there was a bunch.
Just because this social media, bruv, anything that goes on social media, you have a toxic society out here that just want to talk because they hate themselves. They're not about building. So what I say is we should never be offended. A real man would never be offended by these fucking trolls. Because you know what it is, your family knows what it is, and that's all that matters. Nothing else fucking matters. But yo, thanks for having me back, man. I just see you guys talking. I got my cup of tea. I couldn't go on my live. I got technical problems, but now I'm going to try and get my live going in a bit. But look, Punch, you ain't got to prove nothing to no one. Nothing to no one.
I got you, Giovanni. We believe you, man. Please don't post pics of junks. Hey, thank you very much, my brother. Look, I'm good where I'm at, and I'm blessed. And the people that pray for me, people that was concerned, people that didn't follow me, people that don't agree with me in boxing and stuff like that. And you know what? And yes, and I'm humble too. I've said certain things about certain boxing content creators that, yes, it humbles me too. Shout out to Fanon. Shout out to him too. Thank you for praying for me, my brother. I don't care how y'all feel. I don't care if people want to chat trying to make us divide one another. That man prayed for me on my down, and I'm gonna respect that man to the day that I die. You know what I'm saying? You have your own interpretation of how his content. I'm looking at it as a man now. He wasn't looking out for Punch Drunk Boxing the channel. He was looking out for Punch Drunk Boxing the man.
Correct.
All right. This is not about my channel. This is about a man. This is about me. This is about people praying for me, not people praying for Punch Drunk as the boxing content creators. And I hope that you come back just to do a channel. If you don't do videos, F you and your family. That's not the energy. So there's no end game. There is no end game, bro. If I could have my wife and kids or the channel, you think I'm gonna pick the channel?
Hell no. Hell no. Bro, if I had all the subscribers I had when I closed my other channel, I just and Punch, I'm not, I mean, even with the subscribers I got, I rap and I disappear for a month or two. Like I've done it, right? Because this YouTube stuff is fun, but family is first. You know what I mean? So
facts. Mark Nash, Mark Nash, and everybody subscribe to Mark Nash doing this thing out there, man. Subscribe to Mark Nash. Subscribe to everybody, man. Everybody, if you like what they saying, subscribe to them. Support whoever feeds your soul in boxing talk. Subscribe to them. I'm done with that. Everybody, people, yo, Punch, you should expose this channel. No, man. It's only me that's going out there and burning bridges. Yo, say this about Dev Haney. It's only me burning bridges with the WBC going after this, man. If the WBC wants to do whatever they want to do, I ain't gonna be burning bridges because I need to entertain y'all because y'all love chaos. Nah, man, I'm not about that, man.
Yeah, that's gotta be a change.
It's gonna be a change. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta be a change.
It could be jokes around. We could hold each other accountable here and there, but it's in the end of the day, it's boxing. Yeah. It's boxing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yep. So that's it. Punch, my man, I want to thank you for having me over, man. I tune in because I hadn't talked to you since before your accident, so I wanted to talk to you, make sure, and just check up on you and stuff.
We chop it up, man. Hey, yo, good looking out, Rap Star, Raw Boxing TV again, my brothers, man. Thank you for everything you have done.
Anytime, man.
Bro, we ain't done nothing, man. We're just happy that you're back with your family.
Nah, man, prayers, prayers
We're
is
just
everything.
happy you're back with your family. That's all that matters, bro.
Prayers is everything. I owe y'all, man. So I love y'all and thank you, man. I'm about to shut this one down too. Everybody, man, God bless. The best investment you can make in your heart is have God in your heart. The best investment you can make in your life is have God in your heart. Forget about crypto, Dutch coin, and all that stuff. Because you're gonna feel wealthy. Trust me.
Facts.
Trust me. Love y'all. God bless. I'm on to the next.
All right, man. Be good.